Don't you want people to think that?
Me and you alone in a room is just not the vibe that I'm trying to get out to the world.
Stand down.
Moose Cannon, we need his ass back in here right now. Moose Cannon.
Nah.
That's not Moose Cannon, that's Lil Steven. That's Lil Stevie. Where did he go? He did? All right, shut up.
Stop teaching your dogs to not like the blacks.
Mikey, sit down. So
what's okay with just me and you?
You are that's such an AD joke, and DoBoy bringing it back is so good because you are such an AD level podcaster.
Damn,
that's not an insult.
AD level.
It's
what does that mean?
Haven't you seen his Game of Thrones coverage? It's been pretty good.
Oh, we just coming in here hot.
Haven't you seen his Game of Thrones coverage like it's the news? His coverage, like we need him to be filling in the blanks.
Are we live? I don't believe we're
already live.
Until we see the chat.
Now we got Ass Pizza walking up in here.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. Shout out to Ass Pizza. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that stinky man that put me in the game.
Oh, yeah. That's a mutual ally of you and the Russian. Yeah.
Facts.
I like that. How you guys feeling? I know DoBoy's like super in his feelings. I was watching the clip of you.
Turned up, man. What's up with your man Lush, man? He's a renegade, man. He needs to be stopped.
This is the week of, or like the multiple weeks of everybody acting badly because we got Lush, uppity, Wack, bad behavior.
Yeah.
Everybody just acting a fool. Blueface, bad behavior.
Oh. Yeah, Krishan.
Worst.
Bad behavior.
A lot of bad behavior going on here.
There's a lot going on, man.
You got a dick on your leg.
What's going on? It's so much to talk about today.
You letting a random black man put his dick on your knee, you know, all kinds of things.
Dick on my knee. That was insane, right?
So you had balls on your knee
gay
and a dick. So the Sydney wasn't the balls, now the dick was on your knee.
That guy felt like he had a pillow in his pants. Like he was packing a real hammer.
So he might have a chance. So his strategy worked.
I only work with professional sex workers, not stylists who attempt to molest me outside parties.
But you took the one girl from Target. Why isn't this your new Sky Bree? You know? That's all I'm saying.
That was not a real thing.
This is the male Sky Bree is what I'm hearing.
Maybe you're right. But okay, here's the thing though, is that it's like, if I met a dude and let's just say I knew he had a 14-incher.
Yeah.
I don't really like have like a path forward for him. Like I don't really like see a way to monetize that so much. Like I guess I could like help him like start a brand, take a percentage of it, whatever. But it's just not really like, for guys, it's not that big of an opportunity.
Oh boy, pull out the 14-incher. Come on, show it to him.
It's a skin flap.
Yo, I didn't have it on my bingo card this year.
I got 14 inches right here.
I got my dick back.
It's a big skin flap.
I didn't have it on my bingo card this year that I was going to be beefing with Lush Uno, but apparently just having a difference of opinion. Nicholas.
Yeah, respect his pronouns.
Respect him.
Yeah.
Nah, man, he called in high power, man, getting at me just because I disagree with him. I didn't crap on him. I didn't say nothing bad about him. I didn't say nothing disrespectful to him. All I said was the origin of it started. It doesn't start if he don't say what he said. That's all I said.
I don't think, and maybe somebody could show us a clip or a timestamp so we could review the original sin.
Please, let's do that.
I don't recall Lush having said anything that was offensive, and for all those who want to act like I'm not doing enough to represent Nick, you know, it's like when Fousey changed his name to Rose.
True.
Although it's actually his government name. So
or like when Prince changed his name to that symbol. That's what I kind of liken it to.
But it's his government name. So
yeah.
But either way, it's like I told Wack that I absolutely believe that he was in the wrong for going off so hard on Lush. But since then, Lush realistically has taken upon himself to really like fight fire with fire. And as much as Wack's behavior was bad and antisocial, Lush has in many ways kind of outdone him since then.
Yeah. To the 100th
I feel like they're kind of met each other. They met each other, I feel like, at the precipice of disrespect and violating each other.
I do feel like Lush kind of like promising that Wack will meet his demise via his Clemson Street Gang Warriors. That's a line that, I mean, I'm not saying that Wack hasn't essentially
the
done that.
AI, like Lush's parents' house on fire. Was that actually Wack?
I don't know. I haven't seen the evidence of that, but I heard
I'm like, wow, that's
it.
Devious behavior.
Conveniently ignorant of anything that goes against Wack's narrative. But also, I personally, Wack told me that he did not send Lush a picture of a burning house to suggest that he was going to do that to his parents. I don't know if that's true or not. So
Has anybody
may have invented a screenshot.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's basically.
I
what
know
Wack
for
is
sure
saying.
that Wack. There was a text from Wack that said like, "I'm gonna get some gasoline and I could have a house burning in whatever amount of seconds." Or
But Wack
whatever.
is the same guy who says that "Not Like Us" was not a song calling Drake a pedophile. So.
Yeah, but then Lush could say the same. Hey, I'm just doing the content. I was just trolling. Because Wack did say, "Hey, you should kill yourself." It's pretty much what he was saying in those comments when Lush posted he was going to rehab.
Does anyone doubt that there will come a day where Lush will be apologizing for all this?
I think
it's
I feel
coming.
like he's gone
I
too
think it's
far. He
coming.
can't. No.
I think it's already
what's the other
starting.
option?
I think it's already
He has to
starting
shoot it
with
out,
the.
and they have to kill each
Standing
other.
up to Wack, him and Wack face to face, like, yeah, I said that about your brother. Like, he got killed. Yeah, you should have slid for him. Imagine Wack saying that, or excuse me, Lush, Nick saying that.
I think Nick
There's
will
no
say
way.
that possibly. Maybe not Lush, but Nick. I don't know what Nick's capable of.
I feel like Nick is all over the place, man, because I feel like he went from saying that he was defending Wack one day to 24 hours later, now Wack is every bad thing in the book. So which one is it? Like, do you feel the way that you truly feel towards Wack, or do you just feel like that because he said something or he put an unflattering video out for you and now you feel, because that was his whole through line. When Wack called in, he was sitting there like, I didn't say that about you. I was actually defending you. 2 days later, he's calling him every name and everything in the book, calling him a snitch, a rat, and all
To be
these
fair,
other
that's like what everybody does, and I feel like it's not terribly effective. Like if you're friends with somebody for multiple years and then you fall out and then you just immediately start saying all the bad things that other people have been saying for all these years that you were defending them against, like, is anyone seriously like listening to Lush's stuff about Wack being a federal informant and being like, wow, now that Lush is saying it, it must really
we've
be
all heard
true.
like the
Wow.
CS2 back allegations and things. Yeah, it's all stuff that's been out there for sure. But I think Lush's point was, I defended you to like the edge of earth, and you still said you're going to knock me out, and I'm a bitch. So it's like, okay.
So now you're just going to believe all the shit that you were defending?
No, but it's
nobody
just like
really
you
thinks
have
he
no
believes
respect
it.
for me, then I'm going to have no respect for you.
So then it's
I
just
think
out
that's
the
fair,
window
right?
shit.
If somebody shows that they have no respect for you and you try to show the utmost, and even in the clip that he's mad at, he does say, quote unquote, he does the air quotes police shit. He goes, quote unquote. He's quoting Wack. Police. He does the thing. So it's like he's quoting someone else. He's not saying technically I Lush One, I Nicholas am saying police shit. This is what Wack said about Munchie. They were comparing the two situations. If Munchie's police shit, then this quote unquote would be police shit.
I feel like I always assumed that if you went to rehab or you went to a detox, that you probably wouldn't have your phone. You probably wouldn't be encouraged to create content day in, day out. I felt like you probably would like be tasked with like, I don't know, maybe like some nature hikes, maybe some just like working out, maybe like they have a therapist. I always assumed that you would probably talk to about your problems and everything. I definitely didn't think that they would just let you camp out in your room and make TikToks all day going crazy on Wack.
Can I speak as somebody that's been to rehab twice, which is me?
Sure.
The first thing they take from you is your phone.
So
So
you're
I don't
saying he's
know
just
what-
at his homie's house.
I don't know where he's at, but I don't think it's a rehab facility.
But I think there's levels to the rehab.
Yeah, he's at a super fancy one. They probably let you have a little more freedom because you're paying a grip of money to go there.
I think part of it too is that as a detox, the goal is to get you off of the drugs, and they're not necessarily thinking that you have like other deep psychological issues that need to be sorted out, which it turns out in this case is kind of the case. I feel like this is not just about the drugs with Lush. It's also about like his clearly sort of perverse his relationship with the internet. Like,
Yeah,
it's just not
I get
healthy
it. It's
right
like
now.
he
it's
needs
very
to focus
unhealthy.
on the recovery, but when you have the internet on fire like he does, like, do you let it squander and choose recovery, or do you take advantage of it and run it up to the top of the tip?
But what we're seeing right now with Lush is just a reminder that once Lush starts to receive positive reinforcement, he will spiral. He will go out of control, and he will take it to a point that is not healthy or good. And I've seen that many times. And that's why anytime we're on the podcast and somebody starts to really big up Lush and just heap praise upon him, it's like I'm always kind of the one sitting there being like, don't do that. Don't do that, because he can't handle that.
Right.
You giving Lush praise is like you giving Lush meth and fentanyl, which also are things that he would want you to give him.
Yeah, I would say that rings true because I am in a group chat with some of Lush's closest homies, and they're all telling him, bro, you need to chill.
Is it like an anti-Lush group chat or?
No, it's like a pro-Lush group chat, but everyone's in there that's like his closest people who live with them, they're all telling him, you need to chill, bro. Like, you're taking it too far and stuff.
Okay, so
That's
we
a
are.
spot.
But let's not say which one it is.
Yes.
But I guess this is where Lush is currently pursuing treatment. But okay, see, that's good to know that you guys are kind of like urging
all
him
his
to
closest
chill
homies
out.
are like, this has gone too far. This is not cool anymore. Like, you're going to end up making us have to be in a crazy situation, or you're going to end up in a crazy situation. This is not what you think it's going to be. And he seems to, be choosing the internet over the homies a little bit right now. So
Really?
hopefully he'll come to his senses.
He's been doing lives with Trapper.
Rich Trapper. Yeah.
That's a sign that something is not right.
Yeah, I think that he's just focused on his recovery, man. But I feel like he
Is
jumps
he?
up. I don't think
You
that he
just
is.
said you said he's
No, I
not.
said I think he needs to. I mean, I think if it's come to the point, and I can speak from a point of vulnerability where you got to go turn your life over to some people to help you get your life together, man, just give up the phone, man, and go get yourself together, because you're saying things now, and a lot of these things you can't walk back. A lot of these things you can't put toothpaste back in the tube. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you start dissing people's dead relatives, and you start saying certain things about people's kids, and I understand there were some things said about him, so I understand that, but it's just like, you need to be careful when you're doing that, because and he just jumped from 0 to 100 real quick when he hopped in on the news. Like, there's no way in the world he could have watched that whole segment.
They got to cut that clip. I watched that earlier. That was a pretty nice clip. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was the most hype the news has been in a minute. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty lit.
And because all I was basing my thing on is just cause and effect. Like, you can look at the problem as much as you want, but what caused it? We don't get here if he didn't say it. As much as all of us want to rationalize it as normal, as being like, well, he said the air quotation and he wasn't directly implicating him. Still, Wack took it some type of way and he called him to address him. And now it's just spiraled to something that now it's just...
To be fair, he tried to squash it with Wack like repeatedly as Wack was becoming upset. And when I personally look at it, I'm like, that was another moment where like you can point at it and say, okay, look, Lush Nick was trying to do the right thing. He was trying to do the more prudent thing, and it was not accepted. So it is kind of hard to like just completely kick his back in about this shit. But at the same time, I mean, when you're out here like saying things to like real gang members that are just obviously the kind of things that you can't take back, I just feel like, this is a point where like I can't just like co-sign this, because Wack even said, he's like, I don't have to be the one trying to make something happen to him. It's just like at a certain point, he's kind of said things that are so fucked up that it's hard to imagine people not reacting that way, you know?
Right. Yeah, I don't think it's going to end well.
I think Lush's problem, DoBoy, is that it seems as you have honed in on the Lush part and have kind of turned a blind eye to everything Wack does in almost every situation. So that's kind of what his issue is.
No, I don't.
It seems
Funded
like
by Wack.
You're unable to see
that's the narrative that I'm getting.
you're
paid
unable
by
to
Wack.
see any faults in Wack, but you're very easily able to see faults in everybody else's behavior.
Because it's just like, even in those situations, especially when I'm cool with both parties, like I got no issues with Wack and I got no issues with Lush, and I just be trying to just keep it okay. If you ask me my opinion, because it is a podcast and we do have to speak about the things, all I simply said was, listen, we don't get here without this first thing. So until we address that one thing, that the one person felt disrespected, and you can't tell people how to feel disrespected. If somebody disrespect you or somebody disrespect you, I can't tell you, no, you shouldn't feel like that. They said it like this.
But you can. You can.
And we do that. The law does that. Everyone does that.
It's a podcast. And honestly, like, you sounding like just a Wack guzzler on the news earlier, like, it was already kind of bad because you were just like completely like stopping the conversation to basically just like pledge allegiance to Wack. But then what made it so much worse is that they asked you like a straight up and down question and you just go, I can't speak on what another man should do.
I hate
because
that.
they were like, what do you feel like Wack has done wrong? Like, I mean, like, what do you want me to just I have a Rolodex of things, like, was this right or wrong? I don't know.
No, but your main point of contention is, hey, we got to address this. Lush did address. He profusely said, Wack, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, bro. Like, I did not mean to paint you this way. Wack said, I'm going to knock your bitch ass out. Then what do you do, DoBoy? Then what do you do? You're not dealing with a rational, reasonable person. And I'm not saying that Lush operated in that way because he's jumped out the window now. It's whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But if we're addressing it from the beginning, he profusely apologized. That's all you can ask from a man if he said something that was offensive to you. And then you have unable to acknowledge that makes it seem like you are bought and paid for. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not bought. I'm not paid for. I don't even know if I'm even in Wack's, world regards. Wack's still like, you know what I'm saying, because of the situation that when the whole thing with you and him happened, like, you know what I'm saying, he feels like, though you knew that they was coming up there, you should have said something to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I try to stay out of this shit, but it's just like, damn, when I speak on it, then it just drags me into it. Then it makes me feel like I'm picking allegiances or sides, but it's just like, nah, man.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, your problem is also with the chat because the chat like pretty much unanimously agrees that you are just like the most insane whack glazer. I mean, I agree with it too. It is it's like unbelievable.
And that's why through the whole time of it was happening, I wasn't even trying to speak on it. I was just trying. But then if I don't say nothing, then it's DoBoy ain't saying nothing, man. He a bitch. He won't even say nothing about nothing. So then when I do say my opinion, then it's, oh, you're a whack glazer. Oh, you're being paid. Oh, man.
You know what? You made a moment, DoBoy, so I can't be mad. I'd rather that than you space out DoBoy.
Hey, man, no more spaced out DoBoy.
I fuck with that.
The meds, man. Hey, man, listen.
But you're all proud
and you've been going crazy now.
He's proud to be on meds.
Because I'm off the meds for like 4.5 days because I've been in my head.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I.
Because it just makes me
going into
just
your
too
birthday.
slow.
I know this is gonna go crazy.
It makes me slow and despondent. That's why I just be like, man, like. You know what I'm saying? Because I go back and I watch game film like meticulously, and I be looking at myself like, DoBoy, wake up, nigga, what are you doing? But it's just like, them fucking meds are staple your ass to the wall. So it's just like.
Staple you to the wall, huh?
Yeah, it just makes you just feel like. I see you looking at me one day like, nigga, are you still here? I'm like,
no, yeah, we had one podcast that people should go back and clip that where you were just like,
I think you just slowly rolled into the corner and just.
You were so cooked in that one. It was
sucks too, man. Mental health is a real thing. So I'm just like, what do I do, man? I feel like this shit is impeding on my. So now I'm somewhere in the middle, and now I'm starting to find some level of
Hell
space.
yeah, knock Lush out. Fuck it, bro.
It's
knock
weird
Nick
how
out.
the whack glazing really carries on between being fucked up on drugs and not on
meds,
drugs.
non-meds, whack. I still love you no matter what, man. That's
I
what
love you. I want you.
Yo.
Nah, but I feel like sometimes Lush does jump out the window and say, like he was even saying things crazy than like today. Call me a B word, call me a D-esser. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just
you gonna check him about that?
He should have said J-Boo.
Then you know I'm already going on
another level.
Yeah. You're gonna have to fire off.
I'm just saying though, like, and you know, and Lush from these streets, he know like when you say certain things to people that that's supposed to evoke a response. So it's just like, so what are you trying to say? Like, and I hate to sound
Next
like
boxing match.
Man, I dog walk Lush. Lush better chill, man.
I'm not gonna
and I ain't going. And listen, Lush.
I'm not.
Listen, Lush. I ain't gonna be too many more bitches, man.
Wow.
You gotta chill, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, DoBoy. I'd have to take that fade for my boy. I'm not gonna lie.
Look at that.
I take that fade.
You take it?
Yeah, I take that.
You
fade
sure?
Because
you didn't see me in the gym.
Oh, I seen you in the gym. Okay. And I'll take that happily.
Yeah. Oh, that is a good point. Let me think about it a little bit more. I did see you in the gym.
I'm nice with these, man. I do work with these, just like Hercules.
Yeah, Nick has talked. Nick has talked himself into a place that I can't. You know, the things that have been said, he's got to stand on that.
You got to live with that. You're gonna bump into that, man, and you're gonna have to deal with the
like if when me and Wack were beefing, Adam stands in front of him, and then after I go home, I do a stream where I just violate Wack and talk about dead people. Then it'd be like, I can't say nothing. Be like, Adam, you got to stand in front of me again. If it's like I lose all my power.
Lush talking about his dead brother is such an extreme example because that's like he's getting feedback from the chat. He is loving it. All the anti-whack people are in his shit, and he's just can't help himself but say the worst shit.
Yeah, because Wack did say terrible things to him, but then you're rolling in the mud with the pigs, and nobody could tell who's who from who.
I hate the position that it puts you in. Like, how does it make you feel? Like, does it make you feel like you got
for you, Adam?
Poor Adam. Like, how does it make you feel?
I so don't give a fuck. Yeah. I mean,
I love DoBoy.
I've made it clear to both of them. Nothing will ever happen at my place of business. But besides that, whatever this fucking childish ass shit that you guys are getting into, I'm not getting involved. I'm not going to jump out the window to save your ass, Lush, after you spend all this time digging yourself this hole. Like, this is your fucking problem. As long as nothing happens here, if you mysteriously get your ass whooped in MacArthur Park one night,
hey,
I didn't set it up.
Yeah.
Or did I?
But he has been threatening to sue. So do you think it puts Wack in like an unwinnable place to where if he does something to him, we all know who did it, and then he's gonna sue him, and then it's like it's
a very confusing paradigm.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Well, because
can you give away your right to sue somebody if you talk about their dead family?
I mean, he's playing both sides of the fence in a very extreme way, where he is a gangster, I guess. He's from a hood, but then he also really reserves the right to call the cops on you, and in many cases apparently has done so.
And that's very dangerous. You can't play both. You got to be either or. You can't do both.
Charleston White.
You can't get online talking about I can put more shooters in the street.
But all of our favorite snitch rappers do both, and like the cartel does both allegedly. Like they're very like loosey goosey, I guess, with like sharing information with law enforcement. So I mean, you can do both. It's just now Lush is that's like our Lil Woody.
Or 6ix9ine, or Charleston White.
Yeah, which I don't think he wants that. I don't think he could live with that.
Do you think the brand risk thing is an even viable option, or do you think that that's just dead in the water? Because
For Lush?
Lush just called him out to say, let's get on brand risk
Would
and
you
duke
pitch
it out.
it? Would you hit Hayden for Lush to pitch the Lush first Wack?
No, I would not do that. Because one thing that I have a problem with when I pitch fights to brand risk is that I want them to do fights that make sense for the No Jumper universe. They haven't heard of the vast majority of the people in the No Jumper universe. So like even somebody like Crip Mac, it's not like super obvious to them how big he is and how many eyeballs that's going to draw. So you have somebody like Remo who's really kind of grinding away on the brand risk team, telling them what a big deal Crip Mac is, which is why Remo was very upset when Crip Mac turned down the fight that they offered him a lot of money for.
Way.
A lot.
It's because of his bad leg? Because that's what he says every time I see him get challenged to a
gimpy
fight.
leg.
He says, I got a bad leg.
Too. Yeah, I got a bad leg too. I don't know. I don't know exactly why I didn't want to do it, but yeah. So I mean, but all I'm saying is that like when like, you know, an ATM Richie comes to me and is like, get me on brand risk, I'm just like, no.
Where's J Hood?
What am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna try? Imagine me try to explain that. Because like, think about it. These are people who like really only speak the language of like going viral. So it's like if you have some interview clip that got 1 million views, that's a good place to start. That's probably like what I would send them.
Yeah.
You know, so if you don't have like that one viral thing that just looks really impressive on paper, then probably I'm just not gonna use that opportunity.
You see that he threw your name into the mix too in his challenge. He said that if he doesn't last longer than you lasted against Jason Love, he would quit No Jumper and give his proceeds from his checks to the charity of Wack. So he said he would quit No Jumper if he don't last longer than you. So he don't think your hands is worth a damn.
Isn't he talking about fighting? He's talking about fighting Wack.
Yeah, he said if he fights Wack, he would last longer and do better than you did against.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think it'll be in like approximately the same.
The same, yeah, it might be exactly.
I think me to Jason Love is as bad as of a mismatch as Lush to Wack is. Like maybe a little bit more even because they're like kind of they're like the same height, right?
We've seen Lush get taken out with one.
Yeah, the Almighty Suspect was lopsided, so you could only imagine that the Wack might be lopsided.
When I fought, this is the thing. A lot of people assumed I was a bitch, but nobody really knew. It wasn't, you know, like,
it wasn't confirmed.
It was up in the air. Like people didn't
not in the pudding yet.
Because like I think to a lot of the No Jumper fans, and maybe some tiny percentage of them are still holding out hope that I could be a
we got. I told you you're our MMA guy, bro.
I've come on here a million times and told stories about fighting when I was younger or whatever. But like, you know, people aren't going to give you that much credit for that. Like probably a lot of people watching this are just thinking like maybe Adam could fight. Okay. And then they see me against Jason Love and they're like, wow, like if Adam could fight, okay, clearly it's not against this fucking guy.
Right.
We like think about like Wack versus Almighty Suspect. How do you think that would go? I think Wack would probably like make pretty quick work of him. Then think about how badly Sus knocked out Lush. Like he just stood in front of there and let him do it. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to.
Well, also that was Lush and this is Nick. So you don't know what.
You don't know what you might get.
You know, he's been doing push-ups on
13 at a time.
He might come out and be just as big as Wack by the time we see him.
Calorie he burned since he started working here. That's insane.
I've seen him more on the internet in rehab than I did before he went in. So
yeah, and then I saw the guy taking his vitals. He's like, "Hey, what's up with the homie? He's about to take my vitals." The worker's like, "Pow, pow, pow!" at the camera. I'm like, "What kind of rehab is he in?"
Like puts down the blunt, like, "All right, yo, come on."
And he's
Nick.
like, "How's my rehab been going?" He's like, "Oh hell yeah, it's been going hella good." And I'm like, "Where is he at? What type of place is this?"
See, because I feel like a detox is kind of like a rehab without the indoctrination. Because like a big part of like going to rehab is not just this is a place that you go that you don't do drugs. I mean, there's a lot of places you go that you don't do drugs. You don't go to do drugs in church. You know, so it's like in comparison, the detox seems like whatever you do, this is like a hotel. Like all we have to do is make sure that drugs don't end up in this place. And realistically, if that happens, we also probably don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, when I looked it up, it's like detoxes. They literally just keep you sober, give you like the meds so you don't have seizures or like you don't die when you're going through withdrawals. It's pretty much their only job. And then rehab, like you said, is like they're teaching you how to live a sober life.
Right.
You know?
They ain't tripping if you're on your phone.
Yeah. So, but still, I think
threatening bloods.
they need to take his phone. I think I think that would be best for him.
How do you feel like it's going to end up all in the long run? Do you feel like they'll be able to get past this, or are you going to have to like schedule them around each other like other individuals in office?
Yeah, we'll have to schedule around each other, and then at some point, enough time will pass by that Wack won't really remember like how mad he was at Lush, and Lush probably already like doesn't remember a lot of the things that he said about Wack. So I feel like it'll probably get to that point at some point where they'll be able to get over it. It'll just need a little bit more time, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the brand risk call out is a kind of like, let's like
Cool it out.
even our heads out a little bit from like, let's shoot it out to like, let's boxing match official. It's like, it's kind of a little too far. I'm not going to lie.
I have never seen Wack give any indication that he was interested in any way with fighting somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that like he's a bitch or like he couldn't fight. I'm just saying that you already know, you can already hear it in your head. Adam, I got millions of dollars in the bank account. I don't hang out in liquor store parking lots, and I don't box crackheads in the ring. I'm focused on making moves, selling diapers in the Congo, and more, and do a podcast with you, white man. Hell no, I ain't getting in there in the ring with this junkie.
I closed my eyes. I thought Wack was in the room with me.
I didn't try to do like his voice.
Yeah.
But that was like,
I get it.
That was the things he would actually say. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, hopefully this doesn't come to hot ones getting shot out of guns, like they were talking on the internet. Hopefully they could sort it out somehow. I don't know how you sort this type of thing out because I've never talked about like dead people like that.
Sometimes
So.
somebody's just gotta die.
Yeah, who do you think's more likely to die?
I think probably
Nick?
Probably Nick, yeah.
Damn it.
Nah, I don't want him dead.
I don't want Nick dead.
It seems like he's kind of like trying to make
I'll
that
jump
happen.
in front of the bullet for Nick. No, actually I won't. Not after what he said. You know what? I take it back.
I got it.
They got their own thing going.
It would be nice to hear Wack give us an update on this hot topic with your boy Aunt Hefe. As soon as I say hot topic, I just have to say hot topic with your boy.
Oh,
Aunt Hefe.
okay,
Sorry.
okay. Shout out to Hefe, free Hefe. He
Free
DM'd me back the other day.
Hefe.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Aunt
Oh
Hefe.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
not gonna turn on you like you did to Russ.
Well, I was in the news saying free Hefe. I wasn't putting murders on him or nothing like all these other weasels.
Right.
The Hefway.
Half effect.
Facts.
Damn, it is kind of fucked up though. It feels like the streets like kind of just haven't been talking about him.
Just moved on to the
They need
next
to.
thing.
They need to, but they have not been from my.
Yeah, the last thing was he didn't post on YouTube in like 1 week, and then they just said, "Oh, Aunt Hefe got stabbed," so he dropped a video. Like it was King Pill, so he was just going at King Pill in the video that I seen, saying, "I've been on the same dorm,
I
doing
talked
the same
to
thing."
Brick Baby the other day, and he told me he's not doing black tar heroin.
Yeah, I watched
So
that
that's
video
cool.
600, and
That's
the
cool.
dude saying he's strung out. He don't want to come out and program all kinds. They were smutting him out, and I was like, I hear you talk to him. He doesn't sound like he's on H.
Every time I've ever talked to him, but I mean, you probably would time your phone calls around your heroin abuse. But then on the other hand, like, he was like on drugs like a lot of the time that I spent around him.
And I think there was an old clip where he said like, "Hey, when I go in, I be doing the H because I can't get perks in there and shit." So there's like an old clip of him talking about that, I think, and so that's why they're.
That's
throwing
why
that
it's
on him.
funny that they're trying to like smut him out by saying that he was doing black tar heroin in there. It's like, motherfucker, he sat on the podcast and talked about how amazing black tar heroin in prison is. Like, I don't.
That just sounds scary. Black tar? That sounds scary.
I mean, when you're in prison,
Sounds
it's
scary
like,
as a drug.
I love your sophisticated drug takes. Tar, like the stuff that they put on the road.
ETH?
That's scary.
Sounds like it'll stick to you.
Yeah, like an asshole. Okay, but what do you guys got? What do you want to talk about? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of different things going on.
Right.
Yeah,
what'd you went to the Blueface baby shower? How was that?
I did. I headed over there in the interest of the live stream content, and it was a great time. And
Successful live stream.
100K views.
It did pretty good, yeah. And on the other hand, though, like, imagine how addictive being on live stream must be when you're like Blueface and he's just cruising around with 40K people watching him on Kick too. Like, he must be making so much money. And then when I see that, like, I don't know, I think I was out of there by like maybe like 8 or 8:30 or some shit like that. Blueface was out till 2 a.m. and still live streaming them, like going to bars and clubs and shit, which it's got to be hard to turn it off when you know that you're printing some stupid ass amount of money at any given time. But then like Krishan's fighting people in the streets.
There's a
like,
shootout.
Oh my God. Kicks to the, it's a lot of fighting and violence.
I think it was just somebody shooting in the air, which is
kind
But still, you don't want to
it's still not a good
leave
look.
the baby shower and go.
But I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like Blueface, known him for like 10 years. Nevaeh spent like 2 hours total in her presence. Don't have any particular reason why I should be standing on business for her, but I don't understand how Blueface gets away with being so fucking disrespectful.
I said the same shit on the news.
Even this like random ass young girl, like I just can't believe that she's like putting up with it, honestly, because it's like the craziest shit I ever seen in my life.
I saw that clip of you talking to her mom. She kind of probably feels the same way. You could tell the attitude was like, I'm shutting up because it's my daughter and I know this is her day, but this shit is some bullshit. We all know it. Like,
yeah, now go to the Clips channel. I'm sure they're a little torn because, like, hey, your daughter's living in a big mansion. Your daughter's got all these Instagram followers. Your daughter's probably got some jewelry and some bags and some other cool stuff that she didn't have before dating Blueface. Now she's got a baby with Blueface. Realistically, the time for you to fall out with her child's father is not right before the baby comes out. It's right after the baby comes out, because that's when you got all this motherfucking leverage on him.
that's true.
So, yeah, I could imagine her mom and her dad having a bit of a heel turn.
What's the NBA YoungBoy tattoo thing? She has an NBA YoungBoy tattoo on her face.
I don't know about her face, but she at one point was a bit of a NBA YoungBoy groupie / disciple. I don't know that she actually like spent time with him.
It's covered up with a leaf now, supposedly.
It's covered up because
she was saying, I'm not going to put you on my apartment. He was like, bitch, you got a dude's name tatted on your face.
It was really wait, but you know it's on her face?
That's what NBA YoungBoy said that in the clip. When he was going at it with Blueface.
Oh, okay, but this is the funny thing about it to me is that when we were all on that fish date, I brought it up because I went and watched videos about her before we went on that stream, just so I could like potentially try to like find a little bit of information about her that might be good for the content, right? And that was the main morsel that I picked up on was, oh shit, she had an NBA YoungBoy tattoo. And Blueface at one point actually said on stream that he talked to YoungBoy about her and the fact that she had this tattoo. So as soon as I kind of got the opportunity, I mentioned it. And like, okay, imagine I was hanging out with you guys and you got your girlfriend there. And we all know that she got a little like history with some rapper or whatever. And I bring it up. Aren't you pissed?
Yeah, I'd be a little annoyed. I'd definitely be annoyed.
Blueface was not pissed at all. He was like, hey, oh yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Like he just immediately is on
Clip
board
mode.
with it.
Yeah, he clip mode.
He'd be totally unbothered. He was talking to one of his shit. I think he might have been talking to his kid's mom, and he was just like, well, I got other bitches. Another bitch called me. He just be saying whatever he want. I'm just like, I can never.
No, that's true. Because if I have 5 girlfriends and you bring that up on a day, it's like, yeah, who cares? It's like, I'll go mess with the other 4 if this one's not loyal. It's like the loyalty thing is kind of not that big of a deal when you have like 5, 6, maybe 10 girls you're messing with.
Bring in
But
your
you put a baby in her. You're having a big old baby shower with her. You made her famous to the world. This is now the 3rd girl you made famous. And like, I just am kind of astounded every day by the level of like him not giving a fuck, or like especially him like hanging out with Krishan like right before the baby shower and then right after, and like she's going to the house. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
it's the mailman. It's the mailman
on a Sunday.
we can show it right there on the screen. Contrell on her face. Like, that's YoungBoy's name.
So he was messing with her, like confirmed, or
Clearly.
she's just a super fan.
I don't know.
And
that
which is
he was
worse?
fucking her.
It's
It
worse
might
if
have-
she didn't have a relationship.
Exactly,
with him.
right?
I mean, she's crazy.
I'd rather.
That is embarrassing as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, if you didn't even know the dude and you was just super fanned out, that's worse than you getting it tatted and you was messing with him.
All right. Face
feel
tat.
Kentrell, man.
I ain't never had a chick offer to get my name tatted on her face. Shit, I had to get my shit together.
Maybe this Thursday. You know what I'm saying? On the
Thursday's
stream.
going down. You pulling up to the 24-hour stream, Adams?
So it's Thursday night to.
Well, it's going to go from Thursday, I believe, from once we start the news, we're just going to go all the way into the next day.
Okay.
News. You know what I want for my birthday wish?
Oh boy.
I know it's going to sound weird.
Sure.
during the 24-hour stream, because me and you ain't never really got to vibe together on the 24-hour streams as much as I would have liked.
Facts.
I want my performance review at the 24-hour stream. I want to sit down with you one-on-one.
Performance review like all the time.
No,
You're fucked.
And it's gonna be your birthday. It's
Yeah, like,
I
I'm
don't
sure
think
I'll
this
fuck
is
your
this is a
birthday
terrible
up,
idea.
yeah.
Just Adam's gonna seem like an asshole. I'm not gonna lie. He should not do this.
Nah, but I take his constructive criticism to the heart, like, and I try to
Nobody
make
said it was going to be constructive.
It's gonna be destructive.
I just like
Destructive.
I don't know, man. Like I feel like you have enough to work on that. If I'm reviewing everybody's performance as part of like a series, then maybe that would look cool. But I feel like if it's not that, then it might just look kind of
predatory, like you're bashing me.
Yeah.
I mean, you are just so fucked in so many ways. Like
Podcasting wise, you believe this?
yeah.
Hold on. So how do you feel like if you had to grade me A through F? I want to know.
I mean, you ain't a B.
Okay, C plus.
Like who's a C plus? Are we talking like no jumper hosts? Or are we talking like podcasters in general?
No, we're just talking here because this is the team. It's the
Let's
home
say no
team.
jumper umbrella.
Right.
C plus is doing a lot. That's some heavy lifting for that C plus.
But I'm not a D.
You are a DoBoy.
Your name starts with D.
Motherfucker.
I don't know.
Well, that's what I would like. But I do want you to come at least spend a little bit of time on the 24-hour stream and rock with
I'll
us.
spend some time. Thursday, I will be doing the Wack pod, and then after that,
Just come pull up on us.
I'll hang out for a little
Yeah,
while.
chill with
Give
us,
it some energy. I thought we were done with the 24-hour stream thing, but apparently that's back.
I
Found
thought
my
so
way
too,
in.
but hey, DoBoy's birthday.
You know me.
Exception.
He's just got it's like almost like it like stems from your like overall like gluttony thing.
Like he needs the 24 hours.
Yeah, like he
the
wants
most
like,
amount of time you could have.
I don't want just 2 hours. Give me 24. I want all of that.
That is my personality, pretty much. It is in a nutshell.
To do
I
too much.
go all the way to
Nah,
the
yeah, we'll clear out the room and just leave you and Adam, you know what I'm saying, so y'all could have your time.
good news too, and nobody responded to this in the group chat.
Yo, I've been
Motherfuckers.
kind of looking at the group chat when DoBoy says something and just being like, bruh, like, how is he going to ignore the fact that he just like laid out his whole like plan for the week and then nobody even
Nobody
said
said nothing,
anything.
so-
And then we'll respond to like a clip of Dejan. And
Yeah.
we'll talk about
Fucked
that.
up. I finished the script to everything 420, Adams.
But didn't you already send it and nobody read it?
No, we read it. They liked it. The team
I didn't
is in
personally.
agreement with it. But no, the script is finally finished. We're going to do a table read.
Yes, that's
At
going to
the-
be entertaining,
Yeah, it's
actually.
gonna
That
be
will
fun.
actually be good.
That could be
That will
interesting.
actually be
Yeah, I think
funny.
it'll be fun. I think you should just take a look at it, man. I think
I did
it's
see
something
some.
there.
I've never read a script. It seems hard to like spend that much time reading a bunch of dialogue. I don't know.
It's
When I
harder-
hear
it's
people
harder to
say
write
that, I'm
them.
like, geez, that seems like a lot, Like, how do you get into it just being like, okay, now this person says this.
It's
and this
crazy to me
person
that
says
if you're
this.
an actor, you have to like just read scripts all the time of movies that might not be made. That probably like 1% of these are movies that you're gonna have to actually be in.
Facts.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
You try out, you memorize a whole script, they don't even pick you.
Being a writer can make you feel crazy. That's why, like, when I went on my whole little tangent when I first started working here, and I was just like, sometimes I feel crazy because it's just like when you're trying to write stories from different people's perspectives, you have to take on that embodiment, or you just sound like different versions of yourself.
For sure.
So
like,
if I write a character that's crazy, that means I got to think crazy to get their content out. Like, you
like
know what I'm
Lil
saying?
Yachty writing for the City Girls, he has to become a bad bitch.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta envelope it.
Do you think that it's going to become another long drawn out like psychological evaluation? Like, are you planning on doing the mental health thing?
I think you should start taking some meds. I think it's gonna go crazy.
I don't know where to go with the meds, man, because to be honest, listen, I was like, I'm gonna stop drinking since June 7th. I have not been drunk. I drank a couple of times, but like it even made me feel weird. But I didn't get drunk. I didn't get drunk. It's a
Holds
difference.
himself to absolutely no standard at all.
No. It's a
He
difference
goes to
between
sit down
drinking
drunk.
and getting. So I don't want to just act like I've been
The
practicing
fact
perfect
Munchie called
sobriety.
you on it was on point.
That
Was
was wild.
crazy.
He
He
can
is
see things
Daredevil.
that people-
He hears things and like he's like, you got too much spit in his mouth. He's been drinking.
But it's
and
that
it's
is
true.
impressive.
That was crazy.
But it's just weird because, moment of transparency. I got into a car accident recently, a little small fender bender, and I felt like it
Not a
was.
secret. It's so crazy.
I got rear-ended somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I've never been into an accident in my
Are you
life.
texting?
No, yeah, I was.
Oh,
don't admit that online.
Insurance company.
Insurance company's gonna cook you.
Dude, it was cool, but I felt like my reaction time was off, and so it kind of brought me back to when I did that sit down with Crip Mac, that the podcast that never aired, and we were talking about medication, and he was just like, I don't take medications because that'll have me slipping. I'm a gangbanger. I'm in these streets. I got to be alert. And that made me feel like, damn, this shit is really slowing down my response time. Just like that day you was looking at me like, nigga, are you still awake? And just like when you was on your podcast the other day, and he was basically telling people he didn't know if I was going to survive and no jumper till next June. Because
I was just saying that because if you kept spacing out, I don't think it would work.
I ain't took a pill since that day.
For sure.
That was not my goal.
Like this.
Great.
That was not my goal. I just wanted you to like maybe just
because I was already in my head about it because it just makes you feel too pressed against the wall. I really wish I could explain it, but it's like unless you've ever taken medication, that's like why like I stopped taking Seroquel. Like when I used to take Seroquel, oh my God, you just feel like I'm just here, and if something's happened, I can't affect a situation. So I'm gonna try to find a happy balance, but I don't know if medication is for me, bro. Like I don't think drinking every day is for me. Definitely, that's why I've kind of nipped that in the bud. But
I mean, something has to be
give.
good, but it has to give. No, some medication has to be
gotta give.
the path forward, right? But it's like when you said you got on a medication, it was immediately like, oh, I'm on like 8 medications.
Well, it was 4. It was Wellbutrin for the depression. It was Abilify for the bipolar. It was Naltrexone for the alcohol withdrawals, and then it was Trazodone for sleep.
But like, why do you need a pill to not drink? Like that's like everybody else can just stop drinking, right? Like that, they're giving you every medication in the fucking book, but like you obviously don't really need.
No, but there's a chemical. It's actually a chemical imbalance when you're an alcoholic. Like it's like your body has like a chemical dependency to it, so it thwarts that.
But you think you're such a bad alcoholic that you couldn't just stop drinking? You're not fucking Adrien Broner.
No, that's why. And I taught myself that, like, because when I stopped, I just stopped. I didn't need to like have this whole big intervention or something terrible to happen. I just stopped. Like, you know,
maybe you are getting totally wasted, like at your home and shit. But to me, it doesn't really like seem like you're that.
I'm not, but it can get there because I have an addictive personality. That's why I just be chilling. That's why, like, when I seen myself like doing too much, I was like, all right, though, chill out. But at the same time, I don't know if the medicine is the route, because that shit is just have you just feeling like the lights is on and nobody's home. It's just, and that's a scary feeling.
I hear that from a lot of people that take
and then
like
it makes you gain weight. Think about it. I didn't start gaining weight till I started popping medication pills. It slows down the metabolism.
You were more obese when you came here. So, I don't know.
I was skinny before I was on the meds.
I was losing weight.
Yo,
I'm tired of it.
I don't get up personally use not on a GLP-1.
Cause that shit, there's effed up stuff about that as well. I tried.
I never really heard too much bad stuff.
I just heard
when I tried Ozempic, like it was
vision.
Yeah, it messes with your vision. Some people go blind sometimes off of the GLPs.
That's blind.
Yeah,
I think there was like one guy. I did
I heard about that. That's just what I heard.
That's why Jelly Roll didn't do the Ozempic, because it could affect your voice.
What did he do then? Because he did something.
He just started eating right and working out.
I'm not buying that Jelly Roll didn't take the GLP one.
I don't think he took the needle.
It's kind of hard to imagine because he just lost so much weight in such a short period of time. It's
but when you're big like that, it comes off. It'll fly off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was 486 and I had just got the surgery, I was dropping like 17 pounds a week.
I guess it's just kind of hard to imagine that you spent your whole life being super fucking fat, and then you're at the peak of your stardom, your fame, your money, etc., and that you're just gonna turn on a dime while touring all the fucking time. And you're just going to say, hey, I'm going to go from eating like 5,000 calories a day to like 1,500. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because we're so used to seeing people lose weight with GLP-1s now that it's like really hard for me to imagine him actually just doing that on his own. You know, like it just sounds kind of crazy. It's but like, I mean,
Ozempic became popular, and now all the fattest people we know are like getting skinny, and you don't want us to believe that you're taking that.
Every day I see somebody that I send to my wife that I'm like, another one, because it's just so many people, you know, it just melts
even the
off
skinny people.
I can tell you, I could point to what it is though. That's a difference maker. When you're somebody like Jelly Roll, somebody that has access to millions of dollars, that means you have resources. So you can get a nutritionist, you can get a trainer. So a lot of stuff that people that can't afford that type shit, that can aid you without the medicine. Like if you got somebody cooking your meals every day, if you paying a trainer $10K a month and he gonna make sure you work out, like it could going that
That's
way.
fair, because if you're the single mom who's working at Walmart 50 hours a week and you got to pick your kid up from school and maybe you got another job on the side, etc., it's like that person has only one way that they can lose weight, which is to like really just radically like modify their diet. And you know, that's tough for a lot of people. It's like, you know, because like then like if you drive Uber, you're like, you have to bring on this little fridge with you with like, you know, meal prep and stuff. And meal prep like takes a long time. Yeah, you can just do it, but it's a skill that like, you know, a lot of people don't have and shit. And it's just kind of, once you have money, yeah, it definitely becomes easier. But still, easier. Like, think about like what's like the best part about having money. It's pretty much like being able to fucking go out and eat and drink and be merry, you know?
Exactly. Do
you still doing your own meal prepping? Remember you were learning how to cook to start meal prepping?
I got a reality check with that. I was like, I was
wondering about that.
I have been on the same meal prep place for like 3 years, maybe longer, maybe 4 years. And it's not anything too incredible, but it is like healthy meals and they give you 2 of them per day. And you know, I just eat like some eggs in the morning and then I eat 2 of these meals and then usually I end up snacking or whatever. But if I don't end up snacking, it's like perfect amount of food for the day. And I did try at one point. I was like, you know what? I'm going to cancel this and I'm just going to see what it's like to make my own food. I made chicken and rice one time. And besides that, I was just ordering Postmates.
I cannot be a common man.
Let me ask you this.
I just don't have the time. And when I do have the time, that's not what I want to do with my time. So it seemed like a pretty easy decision.
Are you still making the 7-Eleven cookie stops?
I wouldn't say I've completely eliminated it, but you know, it's far less frequent at this point.
I tried them the other day for the first time just because you said that. I'm like, hey, I gave one to my girl. She's like, pretty good. I'm like, hey, I understand why Adam's addicted to these.
For a while there, I was eating so many of them that I started to like really feel like I had an understanding of when the batches were coming. I'm like,
yo, I need to get on that.
I'm not kidding.
I'm not get on that for sure. Tell me the schedule.
I'm not kidding at all. And especially what really opened up my mind is when I realized that the sticker that they put on the 7-Eleven packaging tells you the date that it was that they were made and also tells you the day that they're good by. And so I, you know, a few different times I've kind of like realized like, oh, these things are hard towards the end of that cycle and they're great like early in it. So that was important.
And they're perfect with their marketing too, because no matter what you go to 7-Eleven for, them
they're
cookies
right there.
is right there.
And bro, they're like $1.19 for 2 of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like right there. Like, well,
can't beat that.
It's
deal.
just
half a
something
dozen.
about me where I love chocolate chip cookies. That's like my favorite snack.
A soft one though. The hard one are garbage.
Don't
bro.
give me no Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy.
No. Unless they're
Flush it
chewy.
down the toilet.
The chewy Chips Ahoy.
But I don't
even
like
those.
either.
Yeah, I don't like those.
They need to be fresh or like at least like, you know, the
That
next day
soft
or
oven kind of like cookie that's top tier.
When I worked at the grocery store, I used to frequently steal a tube of chocolate chip cookie dough and then go home and eat like, I'm not going to say the whole thing, but probably like half.
Did you bake them or you ate it raw?
I just ate it raw.
Yeah.
Salmonella.
Gangster, I like that.
Like that? That's some pig shit right there.
Yeah,
you know what
go,
you do well though for weight loss that you should not give yourself credit for, but you're winning with this?
What?
You keep your water.
I've been a water boy.
You're killing it, and that will like starve off hunger pains. A lot of times you feel like if you're dehydrated, sometimes your brain will tell you that you're hungry. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I don't know,
more
I drink water all day. I'd be hungry still.
I just drink water because since I was a kid, I don't know. I've just fucking.
That's a good thing to have. You're not a big soda guy, huh?
No.
I don't think I've ever seen you drink a soda.
I will have like a Coke at dinner when we go out to eat once in a while.
I'll do like a lemonade. I don't really like soda like that.
It is so crazy though. Like we're just watching. Like I was just watching some Adrien Broner videos and stuff, and it's just like I just can't even wrap my head around how you could do this to yourself. Like he's just killing himself on stream, and like the biggest problem for me too is that it's like. I feel like we all remember AB being enjoyable in the beginning of his streaming journey, and most of that magic seems like it's pretty much gone. Like I haven't seen a clip of AB being funny or like saying anything that really stood out to me as good content in a while, besides him saying to Brandy that he likes older women, which by the way, Brandy, I know you love Ray J, but like you don't need to be going on streams. Like this is she just like she needs to stay in the real deal celebrity world, right?
Yeah.
Dude, was she like hanging out? It seemed like she kind of just passed through and that's where the moment was.
I think she like, well, I don't know if she lives in Atlanta, but she like came out for the Ray J fight.
Oh, okay.
And so she's hanging out on stream with Dean and AB and stuff. And AB is basically like she walks by and like says hi to him like real quick, but like clearly doesn't really know who he is. And then he's like, why you pass by me? Why you just pass by? He's like calling Brandy out on
that's
shit.
crazy.
I'm like, bro, this is Brandy. Like, maybe it's just me. I don't know, but like Brandy is way too big of a deal. Like if she didn't like, if she walks in the room and doesn't even look at me,
I ain't taking it no type
Brandy.
of way. You're Brandy.
I grew up watching Moesha. I didn't even want it.
She went to prom with Kobe Bryant. It's like, come on.
really?
Yes.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God, that's so far.
That was one of my biggest crushes growing up was Brandy. Brandy bad.
You should try to get at her.
Like that's like a Brandy fact.
You
So,
should.
Like,
You
he
should
like
try
centers himself so much that like it has. That's
Get him
like,
in contact with Brandy.
That's a fact about her. That's not about me. That's like
Such a big
She
crush.
had the honor of me crushing on her.
Brandy bad though.
No,
I love her
Brandy's
music.
bad.
Earth Angel is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Anyway, yeah, let's fire up the topic list. See
Yeah, what else we got
to
up in
sort of
here?
dig into here.
Ooh. Ricky versus Mooseman. Did you hear about
I had
that?
to call in, man.
what is that
It
about?
was a whole thing.
He went on the Oppie Pod a few weeks ago.
And the Oppie Pod is.
A day in LA.
Oh, okay.
And they brought me up. They was talking shit about me, and I felt what Ricky said. I took it as him talking shit about me or kind of aiding them in their narrative of like Moose being a super fan. That's the only reason I'm on No Jumper. So I was like, took a little bit of offense to that because it's like, oh, you my boy. He was like, you know, you cut Moose open, a bunch of No Jumper plushies will pop out, or you know, he'll bleed orange and he ain't a Hoover.
So
You know,
he said that, and
yeah, and
he
I
seemed serious, like he actually.
No, it was him defending me as in saying, you know, Tam, the way she critiqued No Jumper, she got flack, and Moose doesn't get flack, and they're like, oh, because he's a super fan, because Moose is a super fan. That's why he doesn't get, you know, the same flack from Adam.
I'm gonna be real. Every time there was like a Moose talking shit about No Jumper clip, I watched the clip and I was like, oh, well, that was fair. You know, that seemed like a reasonable perspective. Like people think that I'm like so anti like criticism of No Jumper. I'm like totally down for criticism of No Jumper as long as it's not like retarded or like hateful. You know, like if it seems like your criticism is coming from a place where you like really just want to tear everything down and destroy some shit, yeah, I'll feel the way about that. But if somebody like even Flacco, when he's like got like strong opinions about people in the news or whatever, it's like, bro, I don't fucking care. Like,
Yeah,
just...
I think I've went hard enough for No Jumper to where when I do put a critique out there, it's measured. I know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna make the company look super bad, but I just don't like when people act like, oh, Moose is just glazing the fuck out of Adam. Moose is just a super fan. That's why he's there. It's like, no, just say what it is. I'm better at podcasting than y'all, and that's why I'm up here. You know.
So do you feel like?
So I jumped out the window a little bit. I didn't even watch the clip. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't watch this shit. So somebody donated to the news when me and Ricky was on there, and they said that's what Ricky said. Ricky was like, haha, yeah, I did say that. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know you said something like that.
Wow.
And so I went on my stream.
That made you more mad that he was kind of proud of it.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
react to it?
No, but I just went on my stream and flamed Ricky up a little bit. And then Ricky, you know, I could tell it hurt Ricky's feelings. So I felt bad about that. I shouldn't have jumped out the window. I should have talked to Ricky first because he was pretty much defending me and being like, you know, Moose is a company man. That's why it comes off this way. He wasn't dissing me. So I had to call into the news and apologize.
That
to
was
my
respectful too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some real nigga shit.
Yeah, I didn't want to, because I didn't hit him on the back end because, you know, if I disrespect you in public, I'm going to apologize in public if I feel like I did something wrong. So, yeah, me and Ricky's pod's probably not going to keep rocking because, you know, he thinks I'm a snake or whatever.
Wait, really? So he's holding it against you? Like, he's mad about it?
Yeah, he don't want to do the pod no more. And it's like, you know, it's all good. You know, I understand.
Like, did you fully jump out the window?
No, I just said like there's a reason why I'm on No Jumper more than him and shit like that, you know, because I'd be cooking better than him
And I
and
think
shit like that.
kind of like what he was saying was that you were just like kind of breaking down his podcasting style and kind of pointing out his deficiencies.
But it's just like you know, I'm like you said, I shoot from the hip.
You shoot from the hip, like, you know what I'm saying? You say how you feel.
Because I want to watch this clip now.
I'm not sure. I know it's on.
I don't gotta watch it on stream, but
Use the bathroom real quick.
Because even Ricky was saying like, oh, Moose clipped it up and collab with Keyboard Clips. I don't own that page that clipped that up.
Where he's going?
I'm not sure.
He just walked out.
Yeah, he's out of here. I think Nick pulled up. He got to go catch that fade real quick.
Go stare at the wall. Hello, Ralphie.
No, but yeah, Ricky, I don't own that page that posted that clip and collab with Keyboard Clips. I didn't even accept the collab because I wasn't trying to drag it and shit. So yeah, it wasn't that deep. He was just the content that day. I thought we were going to move past it. He had his response. He talked shit about me. And then we were going to have a pod, a new wave pod, and kind of hash it out. But he don't want to do the pod. So whatever. It's all good.
Wow, Ricky, man. That's interesting. That makes me think a little different of Ricky. Like maybe Ricky's no new friends didn't make that much of an impact on him.
Yeah, I guess not.
Because to me, you're like Ricky's day one.
Yeah, I fuck with Ricky, but it does the fact that I jumped out the window on him that is on me. So I can't tell him how to react or whatever. But I'm willing to get over the shit. I'm willing to apologize. If he don't want to get over it, then it's all good. I'm not tripping.
Damn. So are you guys like cool to be on the
Yeah. We're chilling. Yeah. I already apologized. He said he accepted the apology and shit. Let's see what I say.
Let's fire this up. All right.
He went on and smutted me out and said that I was like a super fan, super glazer. Maybe you should study up on your no jumper lore, and maybe one day you could get your own show and you could graduate from the news, Ricky. Maybe one day you'll be stepping it up and you could be an A-Mike on one of the main shows. Maybe you could be on Tuesday a little more often, but I think you was on Tuesday, Ricky. You was on Tuesday's show, and what happened? They said, yo, Ricky, we gonna bring somebody in, and then you said, you know what? I'm gonna take a back seat. I'm gonna sit this one out. You ranked it. So don't try to come at me and say, oh, Moose is just a super fan. That's why everybody loves him on No Jumper. No, I'm the best potter. That's why, my boy, because I come with real takes. I don't say that Isaiah Thomas was 6'3", and that Megan Thee Stallion's the greatest rapper of all time. That's why I'm on No Jumper more than you. That's why I'm on No Jumper 5 times this week. That's why, Ricky. Not because when you cut me open, I'm a super fan. Your receding hairline, clicked up with Flacco, African ass. And it just shows what level of potting Ricky's doing, that you could go somewhere, the ops that hate your homie can get you to talk shit about your homie and you fall into the trap. That shows what type of level thinking you on, because if somebody took me over and I knew there was Ricky ops and they try to put me in a trick bag to speak on Ricky, my mind works at a higher frequency that I could never even be tricked into saying no slick shit about my homie with the ops. That's something I never do. Just know that. And I love
know that.
I don't know why I was talking that way.
Wow, you were spicy, my boy.
My bad. I had the fucking, what's bro's name?
Now you're Lush and he's Wack.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ricky is Wack.
Yeah, so my bad, Ricky. But I don't think that's that crazy where we can never do the pod again. Wow. It's like, I don't think it was, but, if he doesn't want to fucking pod with me, it's all good.
To me, that was like kind of a good natured, I thought it was like wrestler.
Yeah, kind of WWE style, It's like,
I didn't think it was that crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think he kind of was like, people been telling me about Moose. They've been telling me he'd been hating. I ain't been listening to him, but now I'm going to listen to him. Like, he been had animosity towards me. It's like, no, I don't, bro. It's like, it wasn't that deep to me, but it's all good.
I think you guys should keep podding together. That'll make it more interesting.
But it's like, even when we were podding, it's like I've been telling Ricky, he's like, oh, we were supposed to sit down. I've been telling Ricky for months, yo, me and you should just sit down in person and do a pod. He's had everybody else at his little studio except for me. So it's like, if you really wanted a pod, then we would have podded. So it's like, obviously he didn't take our shit too serious. So it's like, I'm not tripping, bro. I've been streaming every day, August. I was sick this weekend. We back at it today, but it's all good.
Moose been doing numbers too. I went over there, about 350.
Yeah. The viewers been going up for sure. Yeah, I've been trying to do it up.
Well, that was the day that you were reacting to the Lush content, right?
Yeah. But I
thanked him for the viewers.
Oh, for sure. I thank Lush. Yeah, that was the first day, but ever since then it's been going up, man. So shout out to everybody, the Muslims in the chat, man. Inshallah.
The Muslims.
Yeah, that's my community. I'm gonna keep rocking with that until the Muslims get mad at me, and then I'll
Muslim
change it.
terrorists.
Yeah. Nice. Shout out. It's like the Taliban, the Muslims.
Adam still got the dog from the gay skit. Honestly, this is my dog.
Gay skit dog.
That's my dog, bro. Like,
skit dog is so funny.
And I feel almost wrong saying like that's my dog, because that's the dog that Lena picked out because she's the one who cares about having a dog. I didn't want a dog. I always like fall in love with the dog.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get the dog in the first place. So yeah, that's my dog. And yeah, like when I filmed the gay skit, I knew that the dog would look kind of gay, but I wasn't really thinking about it like that. I was more just thinking like, oh, it'll be funny if I'm like walking the dog with this
Make
gay
it seem more real.
I wasn't thinking that the dog being super gay was the thing that everybody was going to focus in on.
Sticking point.
That's the thing that everybody remembers.
Forever.
Bro, I wore like a size small, like fluorescent thong.
Yep.
With a gay porn star and did a photo shoot, and everyone still just remembers the dog.
Yeah, that's so funny. They're like, remember when Adam was walking with a gay dude and walking the gay dog? It's so funny.
And we did that so that we could leak it too, so that when I did the announcement, that it would be like a new thing. And also, like, the other thing I did in the lead up to that was I put a thong on, and then I like walked onto the news and bent over.
We showed that to J Hood the other day. It was so funny. He's like, "Oh man, oh no, man,
Oh no.
You want to see me walking the dog with a gay porn star?
This was Jack Doherty's brother, right? Or
yes.
was that just a photo shoot? Is this the same guy from the photo shoot?
It's him. This is
Classic.
walking with a gay dog. Actually, there you go.
Man, Ralphie ain't gay, man.
That guy is in gay shape. Like, you could tell, like, I'm beating his cheeks up when you look at that photo.
Yeah, you guys might switch it up every once in a while.
Nah, I'm fucking him. No,
you get fucked.
What was actually funny though was that he had to rein me in because
You were too gay for him?
Doing too much, like, whoa.
yes, because I was like sitting on like a stool or some shit, and I was like for the photo shoot, and I was like, yo, like, you want to like straddle my knee, like sit on my knee for like a really
Like
gay
Sydney
photo?
Star you?
Bro, this dude has a fucking boyfriend. So he was like, I don't know. That's like a little too much because I don't want to like make my boyfriend mad.
W loyalty. W gay loyalty.
That
I
he
fuck
has
with that.
more loyalty in him than germ free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that the gay dude had to tell you to scale it back is crazy.
Hey, you're being too gay, my boy.
Like, hey, my boy.
Well, listen, I'm gay for real, and you're being too gay.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, man.
That's insane. But yeah, sorry, Ricky. My bad, bro. I didn't mean to jump out the window on you.
I think y'all will be fine.
Yeah. I'm cool with Ricky. I fuck with Ricky.
Yeah. Shout out to Ricky. Let me go back to this topic list right here. Or no, here it is. Let's get away from me being with a gay dog. All right. So Adam got to testify against his stalker. I mean, that's not like really that interesting, but basically, yeah, like we had a court date. We were able to do it via Zoom. We got a lawyer for some reason. Didn't really feel like the lawyer had to do anything, but we get on the Zoom call. We wait for literally 2 hours. So it's like just me just hanging out for 2 hours, sitting there. I actually got a lot of emails done that day. And then I say, and my wife says, we don't want to get divorced. I have a stalker. He's the one who filed the paperwork. The judge says, okay, the end. I had to wait 2 hours to have
2
that
hours for
conversation.
Is that you snitching? You testifying
and
against
TMZ is now writing articles about me having that conversation with them, even though I don't really know why. I mean, it's just like nothing. It's like it's just.
It seems like they're just following up on the story they reported at first, so they got to keep doubling up on it.
I respect it, but also it's just like it's so nothing at this point now that like people should know that this is not a real thing, but also a lot of people like clearly just believe it. So.
Do you think it's kind of like a mass shooter thing? Like they're giving like the shine to this guy that he might want? Do you have any thoughts about that?
This guy thinks that he is in a relationship with Lena and that I am an abusive husband and that she needs his help to get out of this relationship. And that's why like she needs him to file the restraining order. She needs him to forge her signatures and all that. And so he thinks that he's doing a good deed. I don't know that he's like, I'm sure he's aware. She actually knows what the guy's Instagram is and has actually like found a little bit of information from digging. Like she's found like the website that he like works at and all this type of shit. So like, it is kind of weird where like we could potentially expose his ass and like put him out there, but I don't necessarily want to turn it from like a stalker to like a crazed, psychotic, violent stalker.
Yeah, that sounds like he might actually try to kill you or something for sure.
You would think though, like that the legal system would maybe get something like that and just be like, "This is ridiculous. Throw this out." The fact that you even got to employ a lawyer and stuff and spend
that's
2
not
hours
fraud.
of your
Like,
time,
that's not against the law.
wild.
Maybe we didn't have to get a lawyer, but she at a certain point was just freaked out and decided that she wanted to get a lawyer. So
That has to be like against the law in some way. No?
is that you're forging signatures on federal documents?
Yeah, right.
It's like, and then you're mailing them. So it's like you are committing mail fraud on multiple different levels. I don't know how you get, like, how do I get the feds to take this serious? Maybe I should call like a hotline, but it's just, it seems like they
We should call the FBI on this guy.
Something. This guy is like a nut job.
I actually know a guy.
Call him.
He's from Pacoima.
Oh, here we go. He's going to call in soon. He's going to knock you out. Watch out, man. Yo, this was pretty crazy. You guys seen this clip that's been circulating around? They've been smutting the boy Jay over it because they're saying that Beyonce was just getting passed around. And this is proof
Really?
It was uncomfortable.
from back in the day.
I don't know about this.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
So this
And
is
how old was
Beyonce's
she? Was like 16, right?
19, they
Oh,
say.
19. Okay, that's a lot.
She is speaking to Michael Jackson on the phone. Beyonce.
I'm going to
2001. This is
put it
from.
right here, and I'll put the headphones on, and we can tap in.
Come on over here. Here, you can
So check where she sits.
You want to make this easier? You can sit on my lap. Michael? Michael? Hi. Okay, we're in. Okay. All right, we're in the studio, and I have Beyonce sitting on my lap, and I'm gonna put you on speakerphone.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone to talk to her, and give. Okay, you're shaking. Okay, you ready? Okay, hold on.
Oh no, I'm gonna pass out.
Michael,
Yes, Mark.
here we go. I have Beyonce here.
Hi.
Hi, Beyonce.
How you doing?
Well, good. I really appreciate you
Kind of sounds like
doing
DoBoy.
this because we're giving back.
I'm very honored.
Sounds like he's
I
off
can't
hella
believe
drugs.
I'm doing this.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
But thank you. Brad Buxer is putting down the track now.
Right here, Michael.
Brad,
Yes.
you're putting down the track now.
Yeah, Beyonce's gonna go in the studio and lay it down now, and you're gonna give her inspiration.
Michael, when she was listening to the track, she fell in love with it immediately.
Yes, I did. I love it.
She sounds like R&B.
Yeah, immediately, Michael.
It's wonderful.
She lit up. I mean, immediately from the very first line of the first verse.
But please don't, Beyonce. My voice.
Your voice sounds great.
You sound.
He was getting over the flu.
Literally
when he
just
recorded.
dying off
You know,
pills.
the flu, I have
Everybody
the
got a
flu.
glaze.
This is only his demo track for everyone.
That's
to
how his
hear,
voice
so.
sounds when it's
Yeah.
when he has the flu.
Well, it sounds wonderful.
does.
And the first line, I screamed. Literally, I screamed.
And Michael, she's these guys can sing. I mean, she's gonna nail this. This is great. So we're happening. The vibe couldn't be any better.
Let's get going then.
That was
All
pretty
right,
much
keep
it. Just
going.
her sitting on
Love you,
the
Michael.
producer's lap was kind of like what people
Yeah.
took issue with.
That's
was,
wild.
why was she sitting on the old guy's lap? Then that producer, Mark Schaffel.
Oh, really? He said something?
No, he's a producer who worked with MJ, but before that, he was a gay porn producer.
Shut up.
So they were saying that pretty much that that he was pretty much selling Beyonce off and shit. The vibes is weird with him, and why is she sitting on his lap?
Yeah, that was
what she
super
getting
weird.
passed around.
It seemed like super normalized too. It didn't even seem like it was out
and
of
they're
the
saying,
normal.
did this come out to slight Jay-Z? Where did this unseen footage come from to make his wifey look crazy? you
I
know?
mean, if you were a serious Jay-Z op, that is certainly something that you would probably come across and want to put out there. But I mean, to me, yeah, you as a guy don't want to see your wife of 20 plus years or whatever, in a position where it appears that she's being kind of taken advantage of by this producer or whatever. But really, what I think of more when I look at it is damn, the fucking music industry used to be so much more comfortable with predatory style stuff, 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever seen a music producer do anything like that. That's fucking just totally out of bounds.
why
I
don't
feel
you
like
sit
at
on
this
my
point.
lap for this Michael Jackson call?
Yeah.
There wasn't even no hesitation. She just
Hey, the phone's over here, and yeah, there's some chairs right there, but fuck those chairs. Sit on my lap.
And then he's like, MJ, I have Beyonce sitting on my lap right
Yeah, he's
now.
gonna
Like, what's
brag
good?
about
Such a humble
nobody even
brag.
tripped.
I
Yeah,
mean,
just-
him and fucking him and MJ were probably taking bitches down together, that guy
Or guys.
or dudes. Yeah,
You never know.
if he's anything like me.
Well, they said that Jay-Z's working on the album. Are you hyped about that? As a Jay-Z stan?
My Jay-Z fandom pretty much around the time you get to American Gangster, that was a pretty good album, and then Kingdom Come was pretty much whatever.
Yeah.
And then around that time period is pretty much when I kind of stopped my current Jay-Z fandom of his modern projects.
What'd you think of 444?
yeah.
It was cool, for
I
the
liked
old
it.
head record. It was okay,
Yeah.
The Electronica mixtape. I didn't give a fuck about that. It's just the kind of thing where it's you have rappers in your life. Jay-Z for me is the ultimate example, who's your favorite rapper, and then at some point their music just starts to turn kind of whack, and you get less interested. Granted, Jay-Z puts out so little that he's kind of able to maintain interest in a way that like almost nobody else does. Will I listen to the album? Definitely. Do I have like high hopes that he's gonna be able to really like make an impact on the level of like the top rappers these days? I don't know. I feel like a lot of the Jay-Z fan base has kind of like aged out, and that he's maybe sort of in denial about where he's actually at in the game in terms of like popularity and everything like that.
Yeah, because I think when he dropped that freestyle and he kind of teased and, you know, dissed a couple people, I think it was supposed to hit a lot harder, and that shit just came and went over a weekend. Ain't nobody say nothing about it. I feel like with somebody, an artist of his caliber, this is an artist of Drake's caliber, you would just think there would be more about it. So I think that kind of spelled to me like, yeah, he might be a little out of touch.
But then you see like his Yankee Stadium shows, and it's like the biggest shit you've ever fucking seen, and like everybody's showing up, everybody's popping out for him.
But that's New York, and like the thing about New York is that if you live in New York and you're a rap fan, you just like, they just have their rappers. They're so fiercely proud of their rappers that like it's just like the population of New York cares about Jay-Z's music like 1,000 times more than the average American. That's like facts. It is such a fucking big deal to them, and I just don't think that could be like understated at all. So I don't really look at that and think like, aha, that's proof that Jay-Z is going to be okay, because New York is riding with Jay-Z no matter what forever.
Yeah. And not so much just like the audience, but even the people that pop out for him. M shows up, Rihanna pops out. Everyone, it seems like, still is, you know, rocking with Jay-Z.
He's one of the most powerful people in the music industry. He could get anybody to do anything. Even somebody like Eminem, who obviously is like the hardest guy to get to do anything. Yeah, he's just like not going to do anything for any reason. I mean, didn't he say that he turned down a music festival where they offered him $10 million?
Yeah, something crazy like that.
I mean, for sure, Jay-Z didn't give him $10 million, but he still got Eminem.
That shows the reverence he has for him.
And I just feel like in hip hop, like I just feel like a 10-year sabbatical is just too long. I don't feel like anybody has that kind of staying power where you could be gone for a decade and then come back and people be like, yeah, let's hear what you got to say.
Shit, Cardi B kind of did that, didn't she? She took a long ass time to drop an album.
But I feel like when she did finally drop, it didn't hit as hard as maybe it was supposed to.
That's fair. That's fair. Do we think that Jay-Z will drop the best like album that a 60-year-old rapper has ever dropped? Because that's kind of like, we've never seen a 60-year-old rapper kind of still in the game, like dissing the top guys and kind of being the conversation.
So
yeah.
I don't know.
So it's like, it's like the bar is
60, isn't he? 54,
55, like something like that. But I don't know. I feel like hip hop is ageist though. I feel like as you age, they don't really rock with you. And the older you get, the more uncool you become.
But I saw like one of T.I.'s records from his last album, I think just hit platinum or something. So they were saying like he was one of the first fools that's like kind of aged gracefully, and people are still welcoming new music from him.
I mean, I think the whole thing is just that we're in an era right now where people care less about music in general, or rap in particular in general, than ever before. And like with Jay-Z, he's always been able to get by off of the fact that he doesn't put out a lot of music, so when he drops, it gets a lot of attention. That being said, I just feel like this modern world that we're in, like this is the big problem is that Jay-Z is playing a character that I don't think that the world finds terribly becoming anymore. Like the world, generally speaking, is kind of anti-billionaire. The world is like not really like impressed by rich people in the way that they used to be. And I feel like I constantly see Jay-Z kind of misplaying how he speaks to the public and like what his role is in the culture, because I just don't think saying like, haha, I'm a billionaire, like that's just, it comes off lame now. Right. You're not gonna like get the kids to like you from saying that. That's just, that shit don't work anymore.
Right. And I think also a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that he does too, like with the Super Bowl stuff and just like, you know, damn near like snaking Jermaine Dupri out of it, then coming back. Like, you know, he was like, everybody was against the NFL, then he goes back and does the backdoor deal. Like, I think all that stuff is starting to catch up with him.
I heard the Kaepernick stuff he kind of mishandled. Do we give him flack for all the stuff that Rock Nation, the snaky stuff Rock Nation does, or do we separate that?
Is that I think in hip hop now, the most powerful forces used to be the media, generally speaking, like the radio stations, MTV. They were the basic things that could have the biggest effect on your career. And now it's the hardcore fan bases.
Facts.
So when I think about Akademiks' influence and his fan base, and when I think about Jay-Z and his fan base, or when I think about Drake and his fan base, it's like, bro, there's a lot of people who are incentivized to push the most negative possible narratives about Jay-Z with this album. Yeah. And I feel like that's something that he hasn't really like fully experienced yet, which you can kind of see by like the level of offense that they took to Grand Chat Wizard, like saying whatever, all these anti-Rock Nation talking points and stuff like that. So I feel like, you know, Jay-Z is studying the game right now and trying to find the opening for how he can actually, you know, come back and like have a project that people will really care about. But yeah, I'm pretty skeptical.
I think he's had a career based on just being the cool guy, and now that he's just maybe for the first time in his career not looked at as that, you know, quintessential cool guy.
And he's not comfortable with that. Like he's like very upset about that's like not sitting well with him, because he never really had to like be worried about that.
Yeah, and then your main defender in the media is like Charlemagne, who's looked at as like old media. Like he needs like one of the new media guys to be like a Jay-Z guy for him to even like stand a chance against everyone who's gonna just automatically shit on his album when it comes out.
There's a whole like league of Jay-Z defenders, you know. It's like he's got Wayno, he's got fucking Joe, you know, the Norries of the world.
That's true.
The problem is that a lot of those people, just their voice is just not even close to the level of like Akademiks' ability to like twist narratives and make people feel a way about people, you know?
Speaking of Akademiks' voices, you see the whole glasses stuff and what have you thought about that?
I watched the full Glasses Malone interview, but I did not watch anything that Ak reacted to the interview.
And Glasses' main point was just like Ak's not hip hop, kind of like how he did Drake. Was that the main sentiment?
Okay, this is my thing about Ak not being hip hop, which I heard him saying that is like Akademiks is like more focused on the actual music, in particular like the Drake and Kendrick thing, than like anybody. Like, you know, he's somebody who he's so in the mix with all the popular rappers right now, has like really good relationships with them. I want to understand the basis of Glasses feeling like he could say that Ak is in hip hop. I don't understand how you could ever possibly make that argument, aside from like, okay, he's not from South Central LA. He's not from...
They say because he's from another country, I've heard that be thrown in there. He's not a FBA, from foundational Black American.
He moved to America at like a very young age.
Right. Yeah, but he has his hand on the pulse to hip hop more than anybody. I think like he's one of the most, if not the most reliable hip hop source right now.
And this is a Glasses Malone like bad argumentative technique, is that he will like say that you like, if you do seem like you have authority about something, he will say that you actually have no role at all out of that thing.
Yeah,
which is it's like actually impossible to make the argument that Ak is not hip hop.
Yeah,
like, what he's talking about.
He said the same thing about Drake, and it's kind of like he just keeps using the same argument against different people you could tell he just doesn't like, and then it's like, well, when you just keep throwing it at the people we could tell you hate and you're biased towards, it's like it loses credibility in the argument. But
and then he was saying the whole that Drake was funding the whole thing behind the
he started that narrative for sure.
It's like if you don't have proper receipts or something to show us, it's like it comes off as just crazy talk a little bit.
So if you feel like if he posts proof, like, because even Munchie has said, I know somebody who got hit up by Drake's team and to post some shit, but I'm not going to say it.
I think if you jump out the window to say something about the biggest artist in hip hop, you got to have something other than you just saying it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like,
I know people. That's pretty much what he's saying. Like, I know people close to this. I know what I'm talking about.
But are we talking about him saying that Drake's paying for Draco's family's lawyers?
Oh, that Drake's paying
the
media.
YG hit piece.
Yeah, the media pages to post shit that will incriminate or make YG look bad in the Draco situation.
Right. You got to have some level of proof to back that up. You can't just jump out and say that.
Yeah. I don't know what to take Glasses Malone. Like if he's just like making a moment or, he really feels this way. It's hard to tell sometimes. Right. I'm not going to, because just sometimes the reasoning doesn't add up to me. Right. I feel like, I don't know.
Definitely. So, okay, YouTube is changing the way that it counts views. So now if you're on the YouTube homepage and, when you hover over a video and it'll start to play, now if you do that, that will count as a view, even if the ad is not shown.
Yes.
So I think at this point, a video needs something like 30 seconds worth of views in order to be counted as a real view. And now it's going to be like basically, I would assume that like almost everybody on YouTube is going to experience like a pretty substantially large boost.
Jump, yeah.
When you really think about it though, this is YouTube like keeping up with the Twitters and the Instagrams of the world, because I think YouTube has always had kind of like restrictive rules in place about what will count as a view, because from their perspective, they want the views to seem very accurate to the advertisers. But now when you look at YouTube as a platform, you kind of feel like the view counts are not that impressive when you compare it to Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. Now, obviously, it's a lot more of a commitment to click on a YouTube video, but I do think it's kind of interesting that they're like willing to take part in this like race to the bottom off of what is basically like a vanity metric. But it's kind of like the fact that it's kind of the opposite of what like a lot of streaming platforms have been doing, in which they're like actually making it so you can hide your viewers. Which on Kick now you can hide your viewers, so you'll still get ranked algorithmically, but you won't be able to actually see exactly where they're at.
I might have 10K, I might have 60K kind of thing.
As somebody that's been in the zeitgeist of YouTube and everything for so long, which do you value more?
What does zeitgeist mean?
Like the universe.
That's what that means.
The area. Yes. I'm paraphrasing, but yes, I used it right, nigga.
I just want to call out the fact that you totally missed it.
Which do you value more, a view or watch time?
Obviously watch time, because that's associated with like how much money you make.
Okay, so even the views don't necessarily mean that much. It's just like you were just saying, it just looks better.
Yeah, because I mean, if somebody watches 30 seconds of a short, then you make like nothing of that. Whereas like if somebody watches like a 2-hour podcast, you're going to make a lot more than you would make off somebody watching for 30 seconds. You know?
But this is pretty much going to cause like a viewflation type of ordeal, where it's just we might see people's
going up.
And people going. And then they also changed like what it's going to take for you to become monetized and stuff. Do you see they up the requirements, because I think they're battling with the AI pages that are like, and people are buying subscribers, getting the monetization, and then just making a bunch of AI videos. So there's something with the wave of YouTube, like YouTube's prepping for something.
Something
and
big coming.
Yeah, something big is coming for sure. And they're trying to change the algorithm, because now it's just a view as impressions, you know? It's like,
yeah, I think that they are trying to like keep up, essentially. You know, they're trying to like stay afloat in this new world that they're in which like they're basically being out, like long form content is just being massively devalued. You know, it's like short form content is just everything now. They were wise to have created shorts when they did. That's obviously like a gigantic part of their business now. But yeah, I mean, I can't blame them. I guess from like a vanity perspective, like if No Jumper's views were to go up by 10 or 20%, that would be cool. But then at the same time, like presumably, like almost everybody else is going to go up by about that amount.
Yeah,
so it's not going to be much of a flex.
Yeah, I feel like smaller creators this helps. Bigger people, it's just kind of like, you know, who cares? Yeah, but for smaller people, it's like, hey, if my video is going to do 5K, now it does 15K. You know, it's like that is a big difference. You know, for like smaller people, I feel like.
Well, that would be a 3x increase.
And you don't think
5 to 15?
You don't think it's going to be that much?
I was thinking more in the range of like 10%, maybe 20% on the high end, maybe.
Because I thought like you get into the algorithm, you know, people's recommended, and it's just like the most random person could just scroll past your video, bam, it's a view.
I mean, how many people are really watching like a 1 or 2 seconds of like for me personally, maybe every day I hover over like a couple videos and think about potentially watching them, and then I don't. But it's not like a lot for me.
Mine's like when I watch YouTube on the TV, like I'm scrolling, it just instantly starts playing it. Like that's a view.
Right,
now,
once you hover over for long enough, like it'll just start playing.
But like on your phone, you have to stop a little bit. But even on the TV, it seems like, you know, just as I scroll, they all start playing. So those are all counting as views. But I guess we'll see, you know, 824.
It's better for the view count, but it's super fucking annoying. The same way that like when you're on Netflix and like you're trying to scroll through and it just keeps playing the noise.
Oh my God. Especially when you have to click the little volume button to mute it and shit. Yeah, that is annoying.
I hate that.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing some changes to YouTube. We'll see.
We're gonna see.
What's up with did you see Hayden Panettiere? Legendary baddie passed away.
Never heard of her. R.I.P. But she was on a bunch of shows I never
Heroes. She was a little girl. Remember the Titans, the coach's daughter. She was on what was it? Bring It On. You know, the cheerleading shit. You know, legendary baddie. You know, they said she supposedly overdosed, cardiac arrest, but it's still
36 years old. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's super young to be dying, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
we never want to see a baddie die.
I never fucking heard of this person in my life. So should we am I gonna recognize her?
Yeah, you'll
She was,
recognize
younger
her.
or
I think you
something?
will. Yeah. I think she's pretty recognizable, I would say.
Oh, this. Yeah, right there. That kind of looks familiar.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
She was in a lot of stuff for sure.
Huh. Hey, shut up. Dogs are molesting.
They're
each other.
humping each other. Yeah.
She looks familiar, but I still can't mark her for what I know her from.
She was on Heroes. She was a cheerleader. That was like a big ass role for her. I remember when she was younger. She was like a child actor, but she was had some drug problems. They were talking about her abusive ex that she was on and off with. I guess that was the last person she was with. She was with him supposedly when she overdosed. So they're starting to think, maybe there was some foul play or something, or they were just doing drugs together and she's, went too far. But yeah, rest in peace, Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah, crazy, man.
That's sad.
Okay, let's go back.
We got to save our boy Nick from the same.
No, yeah, that could definitely happen to him. That would be terrible.
Real.
Nick will be the next baddie. We got to save him.
We got to save Nick.
I wanted you to speak on this, Adam, since you usually have some things to say about the Yeaster. He said he's the #1 fashion brand in the world. Yeezy is claiming no other brand can have 120,000 people come out each night to support the boy.
There's a lot of people to come out.
I'm not really sure what the concert and the brand have to do with each other, but that's what Ye's talking about. What you think? Is Ye back? He got the Yeezy slides back in JD Sports. He's back in the stores. You said he was done for. He's back.
What say
Are
you
they
now?
back in stores?
Yeah, and JD Sports is carrying the new drop of Yeezy slides, so they're back.
Just some random ass stores.
They're in every mall though. JD Sports. Yeah. That's where I buy all my Asics. Is usually
For real?
JD. Yeah.
Fuck, I never heard of it.
JD Sports.
I mean, okay, that's good. But I don't think it really takes away from the massive cancellation that he went through. People, this thing happens where somebody will kind of in Ye's case, he lost his entire career, and then at some point he'll claw back a little bit of it. And obviously he has the fan base. It's just he doesn't have the corporate infrastructure to really get things done the way that he wants to. But then the problem is that once he gets that tiny little bit back, people will be so quick to say, look at how everybody was wrong. Me and Ricky had this argument in the group chat the other day in which I was kind of annoyed because, Munchie sent a screenshot of a meme on Instagram. And the meme said that Kanye West refused to perform at the World Cup because he didn't want to share the stage with Madonna and all these other people. Such an obviously fake fucking thing. And I respond and I'm like, bro, are you fucking serious? You think that Kanye West is going to get to play the World Cup? Use your fucking brain. And Ricky is just responding over and over and over, trying to explain why it actually would be plausible that Kanye would play at the World Cup. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you?
Think he
why
wouldn't-
can't
Fake news.
why can't he just be wrong and then accept that he's wrong? Why does he have to spin this web in which he tries to convince us that the guy who was singing the Hail Hitler song is actually going to play at the World Cup? Listen, I would love it if nobody could get canceled and you were able to just make the song like that and then play the World Cup 2 years later. That would be great. We don't live in that world. Cancellations are real, especially when it comes to corporate shit.
Right.
So
It's
you
something
think
as big as the World Cup.
the anti-Semitism was serious enough for the World Cup to be not on board with that? You don't, because he did say sorry to the rabbis. He held hands with the rabbis.
That's great.
I saw Shane Gillis say that he got offered a show in Tel Aviv, and Shane Gillis said you should probably not do that. Right now it's probably not the best look for you either. So I don't know. It seems like
You think that Kanye could play the World Cup? I'm mad
I
at
don't know.
anyone who does not agree with me on this.
He's not playing the World Cup.
furious at.
I'm not sure.
No,
'cause
World
I would have
Cups-
thought
You
that
are sure. You're just for some reason in denial about it. Okay.
I would have thought he would never
There's
have
no way.
shoes in any store ever again. A major
Okay.
retailer, and now he
The difference
does.
is
you know?
that a
Why?
random shoe store doesn't have to abide by the concerns of massive global sponsors. And the idea that Nike and Coca-Cola and Red Bull or whatever the fuck it is, I don't know. The idea that they would be okay with Kanye West performing in front of their logos at an event that they sponsor And I'm not saying this because I'm anti-Kanye. I'm saying this because it's the most unbelievably obvious thing ever. Like, okay, there are dudes who have been canceled out of Hollywood because they like grabbed some girl's ass one time, who will never be able to be shown in any kind of light, never shown on a camera at the World Cup.
But we could say that was like the most woke time in America, and we are in the anti-woke era, no?
Not in any like meaningful enough way.
In America, we got Trump as the president. He's going hard.
Has woke like become less popular? Sure. Do massive global corporations want to take the risk of allowing somebody who very recently was praising Hitler performing on stage at their event? No, they would not. And nobody could ever form a world in which that would be possible. And the fact that like you apparently are also on board with this.
No, I'm not on board. I could just see, because you say that like Nick Fuentes could clean up his act and then become president one day. But I think that Ye could clean up his act by holding hands with rabbis, and maybe the Jewish community said okay.
Becoming a political figure and becoming elected is purely if you can get votes. We know Kanye can get people to vote with their money. He just can't get corporations to want to work with him.
But let me ask you this. You said that he had recently said some things, though. Do you think that there's an amount of time that can pass to where maybe the corporate people will be like, okay, this was
he didn't drop a missile on Tel Aviv. He just said some bad shit.
I think there is probably a path in which Kanye could like change his life and clean up his image enough that he would be able to start getting those corporate opportunities. I do think that like playing the World Cup is so it would be like the last brick to fall,
right?
Because this is a guy who's so controversial that they won't even like allow him to play in a huge percentage of cities in Europe. And when you're playing in these cities, it's like that's got to be so much easier to just get the stadium to take your money than to get the World Cup to sign on with you. Like that is so outside the realm of possibility. I do think that like if Kanye were to start like really aggressively cleaning up his image right now, maybe in 10 years. He
10 years.
Maybe he could do the Super Bowl.
That would actually be the hardest thing for him to ever do.
Harder than World Cup?
I think it would take 10 years.
Okay.
I mean,
10 years is crazy.
I don't think like, but when you know how corporations work,
he said some shit.
Just like they don't fuck with people who could introduce risk towards their brand. Never.
Yeah, I think in the next probably 3 years we'll probably see a Ye welcoming back tour.
3 years.
I mean, he said sorry. He hasn't been saying no HH shit.
Sorry.
You know? Like what else do we want from him?
Think about it. Mel Gibson.
It's not what we
sat
want.
down with the rabbis.
It's not what we want. It's what the corporations want.
I know,
and they're not easily swayed.
What do they want?
Mel Gibson says
they want to not be associated with famous anti-Semites.
Right.
But he said, hey, I was off the meds. You could, speak on this, DoBoy.
I could definitely speak to it, but at the same time, the world is a lot less forgiving than I am. You got to think about it. Mel Gibson said some wild shit years ago. He ain't had a hit movie in a very, very long time. Like he used to be.
But he produces movies.
I know, but he used to be one of the top grossing actors and movie producers. But once he said that shit, they put that black ball on you. It's hard to come back from that. And he said it against like Kanye has a much bigger reach than Mel Gibson. He said some wild shit. So
despicable things.
I agree with the fact that it's going to take some time. I feel like it's been like maybe. What, 3.5 years since he said some nut shit?
About 2 years.
Give him another 6 years and maybe he'll
sat down with the rabbis, held his hands. The rabbis seem to have forgave him. It's like, why can't we?
I feel like Yeezys ain't going to be in Foot Locker anytime soon.
It's not about us as fans forgiving him. It's about massive global corporations who never, ever involve themselves with people who are as controversial as Kanye.
But the corporations are at the behest of the fans and the backlash they would get for working with somebody.
They're not, though, because the corporations don't have to really listen to the fans.
But that's the whole reason they wouldn't work with them, because the fans will be in uproar if they did. That's their fear.
No matter how much Kanye cleans up his image, he's still going to be massively detested by so many powerful people. Like the idea that Kanye would be able to play the Super Bowl or the World Cup involves the idea that every rich, powerful Jew all over the world will just lay down their weapons and just say,
fuck it.
Sure, why not? Like it will never, like it probably will never happen, but if it were to happen, it would take like, probably close to a decade of like really hard repentance and him really doing a lot of stuff that he probably is just not going to do. Like sitting down with a rabbi and apologizing is cool, but I mean like Tucker Carlson's not going to be invited to perform at the World Cup either. For the exact same reasons that Kanye is not going to.
He never made all of the lights, so
he didn't. But he's very popular. But somehow the corporations are not at the behest of the fans who like Tucker Carlson.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. I
We'll
guess
see.
we'll have to
Only
see.
time will tell.
Hey, go out to JD Sports and get your Yeezy slides.
I still do see people rocking Yeezys though in the street. So there are a certain percentage of people who still rock with them, but not like you said.
He's about
the
to drop
majority
some
of
new
people.
sneakers. I guess we'll just see. I thought there would be no chance that he'd ever be able to come back, and he usually has been surprising me. So that's all I'm saying is like I could see the fucking the tides turning a little bit on Ye. It seems like
I think it might be 3 years too early.
A lot would have to happen.
he was out in Turkey. I think it was 120K in the crowd not too long ago. So
Kind of a lawless country.
they show up for 6ix9ine too. So I guess that's not the best. It's not the
That was
best.
a great
Yeah.
comparison.
That's not like the country
greatest.
that I would really be like willing to extrapolate
we
based
need
on.
to do a no jumper show in Turkey because everybody who goes to Turkey just has like fucking 100,000 people in the crowd. It seems like.
They happen with anybody.
Shout out to Turkey, man. Shout out to the Jews.
But as far as Yeezy being the number one fashion brand in the world, I mean, he's obviously saying that from the perspective of an extremely specific criteria.
Yeah, I didn't get the fashion like Louis V is gonna throw a concert and 100,000 people won't come out. It's like they don't throw concerts, so it's like they probably don't have. They're not building off the same metrics as you.
Yeah. Top 10 fashion brands in the world according to Gemini are Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Gucci, Hermes, Dior, Cartier, Prada,
The
Nike,
basics.
Adidas.
Yeah, all places that don't make
Okay,
clothes
Zara.
for they don't make clothes for big niggas, so we ain't rocking with y'all anyway. They
We
don't
could
be
get the
having my
fake
size.
shit. We could go Santee Alley on
Sick of
them.
this shit.
Yeah.
Can't find Gucci in a 46 waist.
I support Gucci not making clothes that fit you.
Why? I want to be fly, nigga.
I feel like you wearing Gucci is not really what they're going
I
for.
feel like the world needs to see me in some Gucci.
True. I absolutely
I need
agree.
to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've never been able to wear Gucci, huh?
Damn.
You could get a hat though.
I struggle with Levi's.
Could he?
This
He
is
has a fat head?
7 5/8. That's big in head size.
I'm an 8.
I wear 7
You're
3/4. Yeah.
Your head bigger than mine?
My head's bigger than yours too.
Well, actually, and when I was an 8, when I used to wear hats that were fitted back 20 years ago when that was still a thing, I would have a shaved head. So I had like the smallest possible head.
That's insane.
With an
I
8?
had to wear an 8.
Headquarters?
I knew guys who had to wear an 8 who had dreadlocks.
Yeah. That's like 2 Chainz size hat.
Yeah.
You got a big ass head.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like Gunplay would wear a size 8.
Big-headed motherfucker.
I know. It's like it's always blown me away.
I'm gonna get you a size 8 hat. Will you rock it?
But people always will tell me, like when I tell them how big my head is, they'll be like, "Nah, your head ain't that big. Like your head look kind of normal right now. Your head chill." But then,
kind of normal.
but I've always known because when I was 16, I was in art class with my then girlfriend, and for some reason we had the bright idea to measure around our heads, and my head was twice as big as hers.
Holy shit! So you feel like that adds to your intelligence? You have like a big brain in your skull.
I have like read something about like big heads being like a sign of success.
Watch out, because that skull
think with
measuring thing is
actors-
going to get you in trouble.
With actors, having a big head, I think, is like a sign that you will be successful. And also, aren't a lot of like CEOs really tall?
But I got like 80 pounds of you. I didn't realize your head was bigger than mine.
I saw a thing that said Leonardo DiCaprio wears headphones during sex and plays music really loud, and because he doesn't want to hear the. Did you see that?
What?
They said that makes him either the gayest guy ever or the straightest guy ever, but it's hard to
Somewhere
tell.
in the middle.
Yeah, he plays really loud music because he doesn't want to hear the woman.
I would feel so bad.
That's odd.
like-
That's the best part.
Telling a woman that, right?
okay, not a ton of talking happens during sex. Like, I mean, little things, but like, why can't you just play it on the speakers? Like, why can't she hear the music too? It's kind of awkward that she's getting the shit fucked out of her, and then meanwhile she's just like not even listening to anything. She's listening to like her friend on FaceTime or something.
That just seems really disconnected too. Could you imagine banging somebody and you got some headphones on and they can't hear the shit?
Yeah, for real.
It'd be
Can't hear
weird as hell.
He's just listening to a pod hella loud in his ears. Like, yeah, that's a funny
Self-help
joke.
remedies.
Hey, a bigger head often means a slightly larger brain volume, which has a small correlation with higher scores on memory and reasoning tests.
Okay.
It's not like a huge effect, but it is something, which I guess makes sense. If you have more brain, if your head could fit more brain, then, you know.
Yeah, if you have a little ass head, you're a dumbass. That's what we just found out pretty
Stupid
much.
motherfucker.
If you think, yeah, and look at this guy. Adam is so dumb. He thinks that having a bigger head makes you more intelligent. I just looked it up already. So, like, do you not like feel some sort of degree of embarrassment? that
Tiny
you-
head alert.
Yeah, Ghostface Blake, that you were just loudly wrong in the chat.
Probably got a little head.
Shout out to you. I'm calling your ass out.
Little ass head, boy.
He's sitting here looking
Little
like
ass
a straight
head.
Somalian.
The Men
Shout out
in
to
Black
the
guy.
Somalians. But no, I think okay, if you see somebody with like a damn near shrunken head, don't you like automatically think like, well, he's probably not
Not the
smartest guy in
brightest.
town,
Like what?
you know?
Trooper? Trooper got a small head. Trooper head is smaller than a motherfucker.
Trooper.
Like, this nigga's dumb.
That's a great.
I mean, my opinion on Trooper is largely formed based on other things, but you know, like I do feel. I don't want to call out anybody in the podcast space, but there's definitely people I suspect of being crack babies in this space. And a lot of times I think that comes with like a smaller head.
Small head, crack baby. Okay.
So I'm not a crack baby with this level of a noggin. So
No. You're doing the crack. You're not the crack baby.
Yeah, you're the crackhead. Yeah, definitely. Okay, I will go back to our
What else
list
we
here.
rocking
Which,
with?
by the way, can we just like talk about this show itself? Number one, I do think we need a fourth. Maybe not. Like I don't know. The Munchie episode was way better, don't you think?
Yeah,
I love it with
for
Munchie.
sure. That was our best views too.
Yeah, we're doing the numbers.
60 something.
60 something. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
But either way, I don't know. But I'm kind of like, it feels like weak to use Munchie when he's already on Monday news, Tuesday, and then also Friday.
Yeah.
Members only.
Right.
Also, I think that DoBoy being on the Monday news and then the Monday show is too much.
Yeah,
I've had the similar sentiment because it's like I got to go from one thing to the next, and sometimes we got to make sure we don't have dupe topics.
Yeah, that's
But at the
true.
same time, I understand that we're shorthanded, so I don't ever want to be like, hey, like I understand that we're missing like
picky or
4 of our
nothing.
star players,
Yeah.
so I'll never want to give no pushback. But you know what I'm saying? So I show up and try to make it as diverse. But I would rather just do the Monday on Monday and then maybe do the news.
Yeah,
other days
especially when
and then
Munchie's on here, it's Munchie and you are on the
And
news.
yeah, and
then
one
they're on
week
the
we
Monday
had
show-
when we had Ricky
Monday
and
show.
Munchie, it was me, Ricky, and Munchie on the Monday,
Yeah.
and then we were all on here, so it almost
Yeah. That kind of stuff really makes me feel like, okay, like why
Yeah.
are we even pretending that these things are different? Like that's just to me.
Yeah, I've seen that critique. Like,
I have a
it's not
suggestion.
different enough.
I have a suggestion for the 4th. I think we should get a girl. It should be a female.
That's easy to say until you contemplate the fact that we have yet to see a successful female podcaster in this scene.
I like Jess West. I think Jess West. What do you think about Jess West for a 4th? I think she brings some stuff to the table.
I think she's cool. I don't know that I would want to add her to this permanently.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, when we had her on the Tuesday show, I was kind of enthusiastic about her, and then she didn't say shit.
Oh, yeah.
She had like one topic that involved her, and then she didn't really say anything.
She just
Tapped
leased
out.
out, kind of.
Right. She fucking DoBoyed out.
Oh,
I had one episode. Give me a break.
she got on the mids.
Give me a break. No, yeah. I
What
don't
about
know.
Nick?
No.
No,
He's
too
on
much
Tuesday,
Nick.
and he's on the news too much already. Yeah, it's like if we're gonna like do the no jumper thing, we need to have like a variety of talent. It can't just be
Right.
the same
Do
people.
we need someone new outside of the No Jumper universe? Bring somebody
and
new
you
in.
you are like a Nick Plant. You know, you are like you were brought in partially because we weren't sure if Lush was gonna live much longer. We were
Yeah.
like, we need another smart Hispanic man.
Yeah, true. a new smart Mexican. I'll take it. Yeah, I like filling in for Nick until Nick comes back.
Right.
But nobody can replace
You
Nick.
did really well last week too, man.
Thank
Shit,
you, man.
Well,
Appreciate
hey, I
that.
just want to
Shit.
tell the world that Lush One claims that he will be returning tomorrow, and he claims that an employee from this detox is going to be escorting him here to do the Tuesday show. And now that I have like generally gotten this impression of the detox center that it is janky as fuck and like really like not that serious, now I'm kind of like, okay, like that does seem like the kind of facility that would just drive you to go do a podcast in a room full of people drinking and smoking.
And let you have your phone as much as you want
Yeah.
in there as well.
But imagine like that's like kind of his sober sponsor type of person, and the type of shit he's going to be saying on this Tuesday show. I feel like it's going to be pretty crazy. The type
I'm gonna
of
catch
stuff.
some darts.
Lush
I
is
already
gonna
know.
go crazy.
I'm gonna
I
catch some
think.
darts. It's gonna be a bunch of hoe boys and dope bitches.
For sure, he's gonna shit on you, but it is gonna be weird too because it's like Munchie is like one person that's all aboard the Lush hating on Wack thing because it's very useful for him. But I do feel like, you know, Munchie even could probably like acknowledge that maybe this is getting to a place.
Yeah,
that is
Munchie
not
doesn't
great.
even go that
pumped,
far.
yeah.
He's like-
Exactly.
yeah.
Munchie doesn't say all that shit. Exactly. That's a good point.
Yeah, no, that is true. Is Lush's sponsor going to be holding like an AK-47 outside of the door, and will you permit that?
I hope they use it on him.
Blick him down.
Shout out to the local police department when there's a guy standing with a machine gun out front.
Do you feel like it would be better, and I'm just asking you just objectively, do you feel like it would be better while he's taking this time to get himself together for him to just kind of maybe be away for a little bit, just to kind of focus solely on that and not be so concerned with what's going on out here and who's saying what?
Does that based off of how he went off on you today?
I'm not tripping,
like,
man. I ain't tripping.
Turn him away, Adam.
No, I'm just saying, like, I understand the entrapment of addiction. I'm just like, and when you make a bold enough decision to say, all right, I want to make a change for myself, just focus on you, bro. Like, let's just make, while you are taken away from your job and your loved ones and your peoples, just let this be about you and getting your shit together. Do you ever just think like,
well, that would be great, but clearly that ship has sailed since he's making 15 fucking Instagram posts a day going at the various people that he feels like he's beefing with. So I don't really, if he wants to come back and it's going to be entertaining, sure. But I'm also just going to be honest with him and kind of let him know, like, you're being retarded. And
you got to take it more seriously. You know that he's going to get butthurt if you, like, give him any pushback, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. That's good. Sure.
He's going to get in his
he
feels.
pushing back like a motherfucker. Got on my ass.
Do you feel like he feels more secure in his no jumper role after leaving, or do you feel like he's kind of like worried that his spot could disappear? Because I do feel like he's expressed concern about that from the very beginning.
No, I think that this has been a boost, to his ego. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that, he knows that he's irreplaceable in a sense. And I think that poll definitely lended to how he's feeling about himself and his newfound level of enthusiasm about himself. So
what were those poll results?
It was like 89 to 11.
Because he got on me. He was like, and just tell Mooseman I don't like how y'all didn't bring up the poll. I'm like, he really is feeling strong off this poll. I'm like, now every time I talk about it, I'm like, and we did do a poll and Lush won the poll, very handedly. I just like, bro, you are in detox talking about the poll that I didn't talk about.
That's the problem, is that like you said, Lush's ego has surged since he's been in this environment. And then at the same time, that's the opposite of what's supposed to happen in a facility like this, in rehab or detox, is that you're supposed to kind of detach from all the things that make up your ego and maybe get a little bit of perspective. I don't have a feeling that
I thought it was going to be blackout Nick, like it was just going to, we weren't going to hear from him. He's going to pop up. He's going to be buff, sober, he's doing his push-ups in silence like Batman. But no, we see every single second of every day. And
I definitely believe he's posted more behind the walls than when he was outside. I was like, shit.
Yeah, I was like, put him in LA County at this point.
I clicked on his story. It was so many little...
Bro.
I was like, I'm not watching all of this
and I have not watched anything that Lush has put up besides I watched a clip of Akademiks reacting to Lush and
That's
Wack.
Fire.
And so I watched Ak watching these clips of Lush, and it definitely did give me a little bit of a cringe feeling to just know
you weren't proud that Ak was reacting.
I mean, just watching it from his perspective, and luckily he was kind of checked out. Sometimes Ak, when he's watching someone on stream, a lot of times he's already seen it.
It's for the chat.
So he'll start texting and stuff, and then his opinion about it didn't really get too in depth, especially because I feel like Ak gets a little annoyed with Wack, much like myself, but then he doesn't want to really fully diss him, but it definitely, in that moment, I was like, Akademiks must think that this is the most fucked up place in the world if Lush is acting like this, dude.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people in that Ak chat this is how you need to stand up to Wack, Akademiks. You're always getting marked out. You need to fucking jump out the window.
I've noticed that Ak has the same problem that I do, which is that now he has so many people. Every time he does anything with Wack, it's so many people trying to tell him not to fuck with Wack.
Yeah, and you did a good job, I think, pushing back and kind of telling him he started it. But once they start, talking crazy to each other, it's what do you do?
I think it's just an environment, though. If you speak any support to Wack in any level, the fans are gonna get on your ass.
Well, you're a little different case, DoBoy, but I get what you're saying.
Don't try to say anything that will make it seem like you are not deranged in your adoration of Wack.
I'm not deranged in my adoration of Wack. I just understand, and that's what I'm saying, bro. If you get a second and you watch that video, you can see on my face in real time, I knew where it was going as soon as it was being said. That's why I just shut up and hit my vape, because I was just like, oh, this is it.
The greatest
We're going
point
there.
I think against you is that J Hood was also sitting at that table, and if anybody were to say something, we've seen this. He's willing to go outside and catch a squabble over it.
Right.
If J Hood wasn't offended, I feel like that's a good sign on like Wack probably shouldn't have been offended because J Hood's screaming at you on the Friday show.
Oh, yeah, you see that?
Lush didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
like he's and that's
he was pissed.
J Hood stands on business for Wack. So
Right.
No, that's a fact because I mean, at the end of the day, what Lush said, as much as Wack wants to argue it, is very, very common sense. It is the observation that Wack saying too much about the future and Big U situation in the airport is at least a little bit similar to the situation of Munchie saying that he drinks liquor with the killer of
Yeah,
Draco every other week or whatever. I mean, it's and then that, you know, there are obvious differences, but like Wack will scream in your face and highlight how these things are different, but they also are similar enough that it's a fair thing to say on a podcast of like, oh, that's interesting. These two things are kind of similar. And Wack just gets so angry and aggressive about the idea that he is in any way equivalent to Munchie in that regard. And obviously there's a lot of things that need to be, you know, played out. Like we have to see what happens. Like, will Wack be charged as some sort of conspirator in the Big U thing? I mean, it's possible, but
I think the biggest difference that I've seen and the reason why I took the stance that I took, because I felt like when Wack was talking about it, he was just talking about himself. He wasn't really putting himself, anybody else in. He was like, I did this. I seen him. I did this. Nobody else had anything else to do with this. This was just me. So that was just him talking about himself. That's why I feel like that's where the difference is. He wasn't putting anybody else into it.
You know, he said he was there with Big U. That was the problem.
Right, but he said Big U
he's the
stayed
one who
behind.
did the- yeah, he's like,
he said,
chill
so
back,
it was really
I'll
all on
handle
him.
this.
So he was talking about things with himself. That's why I think disqualifies it from being a police type of thing. Because if anything, he was talking about himself.
But he was like, you know, stating something that happened that could be construed as criminal behavior and was considered an overt act by the feds.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem is we only heard that story from Wack and then it pops up in this thing. And it's like, that's the only time we ever heard that story before then. So that's why everybody's kind of getting on him.
Right, I get it.
And then it went from like, you know, I ran after him to like, you know, little trot.
Brisk
You know what I'm
jog.
saying? Yeah, it's like, you know, but hey, like Adam said, we'll just have to see. You know, people, everyone's jumping to conclusions. I just want to, you know, I need to see a little bit more before I come to my conclusion. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think, I don't know. I guess I just like, I'm not really taking either side serious in the Lush versus Wack war, and I just don't really care, and I haven't been paying that much attention to it, whereas like a lot of people seem really invested in it, but to me, it's just, they need to both shut the fuck up and just chill.
It was interesting at first, like, you know, oh, new Lush story, let's react to it. But now it's like,
After a week.
there's like 200 stories. It's like, bro, I'm going to be on this stream for 6 hours just covering Lush. So I don't know. Or Nick, sorry.
For sure.
But shout out to Nick.
Okay, you want to fucking hit these donations?
Yeah, I'm with it.
Do it.
I'll give you the honor of reading them. Moose.
Oh, new Lush
All right,
story.
I got
Let's
you.
react to it. I have been crowned the best reader at No Jumper.
Better than moi?
You do a good job. You do a good job.
Is this going to be you like claiming to be good at something that we later find out that you're not good at? Because that's happened like 80 times.
Let's do a reading test, like the typing
Teachers
test.
used to always ask me to read because they said I did what was called expressive reading.
But you don't expressive read on the donations. You're like, no. It's like, bro, give me a little.
No, but I saw a
emotion.
clip of Rios reading that left a little bit to be desired, and I was like, oh shit.
Shout out to Rios, man.
I'm not gonna hop on with that narrative, but
You brought it up. And what type of person do you think would be best as a fourth on here? Like the ideal host, if it was just an imaginary podcaster, what would they bring to the table that would make this puzzle complete? Do you
maybe like a tough black intellectual dude to like kind of create some sort of, you know, variance with DoBoy.
Would he still be a tuna like us? A fourth
In
tuna?
what way are you turned up besides
Yeah.
drinking a lot of caffeine
and being a
energy
white
drinks?
supremacist?
I called
being a racist.
Face out and I didn't duck it.
You did duck it.
Did.
I stood in solidarity with you, motherfucker.
I know, and I don't know why you did that. I didn't tell you to do that, but I did. I watched like a little clip of Spotify's basically saying like that he thinks you're a bitch because I canceled my involvement with that fight, and you immediately pulled the plug on the fight. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, damn, Spotify's don't even know that is what happened. That like immediately, as soon as I cancel it, you were like, fuck it, I'm out too.
But do you know why I did it?
seconds.
You raced into the
30
chat to
seconds.
But
quit.
do you know why I did it? Because listen, there's a lot
You're
of
scared
narratives.
of Spuddy Face, and you didn't really want to fight him in the first place, but you felt you had to because otherwise you would look like a pussy.
And you're
still-
off meds.
I still want to fight him. I'm on meds and I want to fight him. I want to see.
You're off your meds again.
But the
and now you
reason
wanna
why I
fight him
did
again.
it, you hooked that jug up for me. So what do I look like ride with niggas? They didn't disrespect your ass, and I'm sitting there like, yeah, I'll still get this money with y'all. Like, nah, like y'all disrespected the homie.
But it was the fact that you instantly did it, which really let us know. Like, okay, I'm gonna be real with you. When you play poker, let's say I wait, like you make a big bet and I wait a long time to call or raise. Generally in poker, if I wait a long time, that will mean that I could have been thinking about a fancy, complicated bluff, or I could have been thinking about what I'm going to re-raise to. But if I play fast, you can usually put the person in like a pretty small like bucket, which is to basically be like, well, if he played his hand really fast, that means that he didn't even think about it. And so therefore that makes me feel like he doesn't have some crazy bluff. He doesn't have like the best possible hand he could have. He probably has something that's kind of weak, kind of in the middle. When you instantly canceled the boxing match without anyone saying it or suggesting it at all, that let us know that you were not terribly confident in the boxing match, which you will refuse to admit, but everybody knows.
No, so let me ask you this. Had in that situation, when it happened, if I just would have been like, all right, man, well, that's cool. I'm going to still go beat dude up and get this money. You wouldn't have looked at me no differently?
If you had said, damn, okay, well, are you going to be mad if I still do this fight against Spody? Then I wouldn't be sitting here saying that you desperately wanted out of the fight. Then I would have thought, oh,
he might have something.
open-minded.
Okay.
Then it's like you're taking into consideration, like, am I being loyal, or am I like, or do I really just want this fight? But you didn't do that. You pretty much like showed your hand, if you want to use a poker terminology.
And from the training regimen, I might agree. You know, it's like
The more you talk about this, the more I think you want to see me in the ring.
I think you
Moose.
trained like 4 times, right?
I mean, the only reason you came to the gym is because I told you to come to the gym, don't
Man,
we?
me and you might have to get down, Moose.
We can spar this weekend, brother. I'm not gonna lie. We
at the
could do that.
24 hour.
Yeah, I'll let you get your birthday on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to whoop you on your birthday, but Saturday morning, you better get all the alcohol out your system, man.
And you keep calling me the softest person at the office. I might have to end up calling you out one day, Adam. Me and you might have to go fisticuffs.
I think that my fighting days are probably over.
done?
I don't recall actually calling you the softest person at the office, but
You alluded to it.
I mean,
It's something you might agree with.
Adam, let me ask you this. Honest question, man to man. You think you can see me?
You've asked him this like 3 pods in a row, and he says the same thing every time.
Clean you up, man.
I think so.
I'm telling you, man.
You have like the body composition of like a bag of jelly. I just
Bag of jelly.
I just
huh?
refuse to.
Jelly don't move like this. That's what
He did beat us in a race, me and J Hood running
you
backwards.
seen that. You seen that, right?
No, and I saw you put your arms up.
I would say it was a tie if you really look at the finish line, but I'll let you have it. You know,
you let
there's
me
not
have
too
it.
many
All
Doughboy
right.
W's.
Of the No Jumper hosts and also of the No Jumper hosts and employees, who do you think could beat me up? I would say you, maybe. I don't know. Probably.
I think
maybe.
probably everybody but like Nick and Doughboy.
Yo, you throw me in there, nigga.
The Berganzas are whooping you out.
I think I could beat up Munchie because he's blind.
I think. I mean,
if it wasn't blind,
Distinct
totally
advantage.
different conversation.
allegedly he sometimes has a weapon, so that might not go well for you. You might end up getting blicked
I didn't
down.
hear that. Whack 100 would whoop me.
Yes, yes.
Um,
Yeah, we gotta
Doughboy.
go through all the hosts. Would Ricky whoop you?
I don't know. Maybe he's young. He's full of vigor.
Yep.
Perhaps.
African
Vigor.
spirit.
Doughboy would definitely spank you.
I don't think so.
Third person.
I don't.
Just trying to fool him.
Who else? I think.
Yeah, who else are our hosts? J Hood.
J Hood would whoop my ass. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Although I should be able to beat him, given that he got sprayed the fuck up. But
Yeah, shot 9 times like 50 Cent, and he's still out here
carries
catching
himself
fades.
like I don't think I.
What
got
about Remo?
Remo from Mississippi, he whooping you out.
He got
bro.
that country strength.
Yeah, he got country strength.
Pick up a barrel of hay.
it? Nathan said Remo got hands. I don't know why he thinks that, but that's interesting.
Okay.
I mean, Remo, like, I've never seen him move. Really.
That should scare you.
But that should scare you. There's a reason for that. You don't want to see Remo move.
And he's quiet. You got to watch the quiet
That's the
motherfucker.
last thing you ever see is Remo moving fast towards you.
Exactly. I've never seen him even jog. So it's like, you know,
He's murdered every person he's ever jogged after.
it's just like, I don't know. I mean, and Remo, like, he's put on some weight since he moved to LA.
Couple pounds.
A couple pounds. So that's a
Astrid. You beating it because she's knocked a dude out. She's made it public. She's knocked her boyfriend out before.
She has a boyfriend?
No, like past boyfriend.
She said she knocked one out?
Knocked him out.
And they stayed together after that?
I don't remember what happened.
That's in the relationship.
afterwards.
You knocked my ass out.
Too embarrassing. This shit is over. If my girl knocked me out, I'd be so proud of her.
I would marry her. if my
I'd be
girl
like,
knocked
yo,
me out.
please don't
Yo.
tell anybody, but that was amazing.
Yeah, that was fire.
so sick.
She's waking me up, holding my legs in there.
I was watching that fight. I was like, I could never be married to Clarissa. Like, she got dumb
Papoose.
hands.
Papoose must
be a
be watching
strong
his
man.
mouth for sure.
Yeah.
Papoose.
He lives
man.
in fear.
Yeah, I don't know who else you would beat up, Adam. I'm trying to think. Tayef third. You beating up Tayef third. He's skinny.
That'd be a good
you know,
one.
he is a crip. You know, comes from the streets.
I don't know. That might be one that could be up in the air. I don't know. I mean, I'm leery of the gang members. He's not like a huge dude, so maybe I don't know.
But he's lanky.
I'm bothered by the fact that you're not afraid of me at all.
At all.
No. You are the least scary person
I'm
I've
black,
ever met.
nigga.
It's everything about your personality just screams pathetic bag of shit. No shots, but that's just
No
like,
shot.
That's what it screams. No shots. What do you call that?
Pathetic bag of shit. No
Motherfucker.
I guess like I don't
You're a one of one.
I don't believe that you would ever take an athletic event serious in any way.
I would though. I'm very competitive. I'm very, very competitive. And like when I lock in, I'm a different breed.
But the thing is, I've been around you for like 6 months and I've never seen you lock in.
There's no
in any
lock
way.
ins.
I've seen you declare that you were going to lock in, but I've never seen you lock in.
I've seen lock offs,
You motherfucker.
lock outs.
I'm bringing the gloves this Thursday, Moose. Be ready.
All right, I got you. Shout out to all our new members,
Yeah.
man. Manny, Ryan Parton, Shooter on the Go, Lil Uzi Vert, Activist,
real
Mizzle
one.
Miles, Dante 1K, ESJ Money with the $9.99. Adam, you act like you're pushing back on Wack, but you let him just spew lies. You can't blame Lush for defending himself from Wack's pure BS.
What was the Wack lie?
ES1J Money with another $4.99. You're scared of Wack. What dirt does he have on you? Why can't Lush defend himself?
I mean, it's obviously more about Lush just like jumping out the window and doing too much in defending himself. It's not that I don't believe that Lush can defend himself. The thing is that I feel like Lush is like capable of defending himself with actual logic.
And if you have to weaponize Adam, you have to play possum, let Wack overreact, and then you have a leg up, you know what I'm saying, with Adam, because he's going to be white, reasonable, corporate. You know, you got to play the possum game.
I would have been all up on Lush's side in this whole thing if it wasn't for the fact that he basically like said things that were objectively like worse than what Wack said. You know, like I was really pissed off about Wack talking all that shit to him, and then Lush like pretty quickly like pushed me into a position where I couldn't really be that mad at him, you know?
Right.
Equal playing field at least. Motex 827-999. Wack has slapped DoBoy in the face for saying good morning, and DoBoy will tell people, I can't control how he reacts.
We all believe
Absolute
that.
coward.
Oh my God.
That's true.
Suspicious package $4.99. DoBoy, I like you. I was disappointed you let Lush talk to you like that. He doesn't respect you. Stop cutting him so much bail.
See, let me tell you the difference between me and somebody like Lush. Like Lush, I view him as a friend. I view him like he's a cool dude. I've always said nothing but good things about him. I'm not going to switch my vantage point of him just because he says something about me. Like,
but you might sock him upside the head.
I mean, he's got to stop playing with me, man. He called me like 7 bitches and hoes.
Oh, God.
Like, you got to chill out, bro.
There ain't
Like,
gonna be another
I ain't
Kyle
no
situation. You
sucker.
gonna
I'm
knock his
telling
ass
you, bro.
out.
Telling you, man, I'm cool till I'm not.
Oh, God.
Chill that shit out.
Oh, God, bro. Oh,
Till I'm
God.
not. You calling me a bitch? I didn't call you a bitch.
I call you a bitch.
Don't make me not be cool. Gerardo,
keep not calling you a bitch.
Gerardo Becerra, $5. DoBoy is glancing since this morning show. Please stop him already.
I assume he means glazing.
You spelled it wrong.
Okay.
Stupid motherfucker.
He's glancing at all of us. Louis Reyes, $4.99. DoBoy is such a bitch for real. He plays the fence in every topic. Lush had more balls and pride than DoBoy could ever wish to have. Wow.
Oh, here we go again.
To be fair, we have seen Lush stand up to himself with Wack in a way that we have not really seen DoBoy be willing to stand up for himself.
I
So.
called a known gang member out for a fight.
And then ducked it.
In a performative way, and then you ducked it, yeah.
If y'all remember when I called him out, it wasn't for no celebrity boxing. I was like, where he at? I was like, I was with it.
Where you at?
Okay. Square Game G2 $4.99. DoBoy, where's your balls at, man? As a grown man, I'm supposed to just let another grown man keep disrespecting me? Hashtag free Nicholas.
See, I didn't disrespect him back.
AI Sloth King with the $5. DoBoy, do you really not see how delusional you are when it comes to Wack? It's getting really weird.
Okay.
Level 33 Grand Mason $10. Call Lush and Wack on a 3-way call. That sounds like a horrible idea.
Wow.
Dragonite Spaz $4.99. I wasn't going to do this at first, but shout out New Wave Pod. Moose, don't let it end. It's over. AI Sloth King $5. Shout out Adam and Moose. I'm a crane operator in the steel industry. No jumper gets me through these 100-degree days. What happened to DoBoy?
I'm just not even here, you motherfucker.
Yo, that is sick though. It always makes me feel really good when I realize that people like listen to the show like on the job.
That's what I was doing that before I got up here, man. Long shifts, listen to No Jumper, listen to I guess DoBoy wasn't here, but Woody the Cowboy $4.99. DoBoy is a meat riding tap dancer. We better never hear another criticism of anyone since you don't know how to be impartial. Shout out my dog Moose. Hey, shout out to you, brother. Woody. Kid Murray $4.99. Old Man Adam, can you tell us what did Grandpa 100 mean when he said that the old lady has to call the police on the crib?
Wait, go back. Old lady has to call the police on the crib. Who's he talking about?
I don't know. Maybe he's talking about Lush's family or something. Maybe something he said. I don't know.
Big League Jew. Moose going to be on No Jumper for the long haul. Ricky is just a temp.
Ooh, shots fired.
Why did I read that? I just so happened.
Yeah, why did you jump in on that one?
I didn't even read it before I read it.
All right, we got some Moose. Joe Mac 281 $4.99. No mo Mooseman. It's Snake Man. You jumped out the window and slimed Ricky and showed your true colors. New Wave was lit, and you let your ego win. You better than that. He was a New Wave super fan, so I understand. My bad, bro. H. Berry Ma $9.99. Moose a Lush Glazer. Lush lied about the girl dying. Sexually harassed Just West. Disrespected Wack's son and brother and called DoBoy all types of slurs, and Moose defends it. I don't defend any of that.
Yeah, he called me all type of hoe boys, and you ain't supposed to have my back, man. What's up?
Hey,
thought it was Monday, gang, bang, bang.
It ain't my fight.
You son of a.
Jayla Football $4.99. I love how DoBoy's that coworker that works off the clock, and you were low key tired of seeing the way he spawned when you guys had food that day. You popped up on the food?
I popped up on the Tuesday show, but I was here working on the documentary.
Yeah, I bet you were. I've heard Steven say we could hop in a Zoom call and you say, nah, I'm going to pull up.
I'd rather be there in person, man.
Motex 827-999. DoBoy will be like, so y'all really think I'm a bitch and big for nothing? Bro, yes. Why would we not think that?
Ask them Sacramento streets. I'm thorough.
Okay, Mozzie Blood. Joe Mac 281 $4.99. DoBoy, you fake too. You make it hard to tell to like you. Y'all surprised Lush is fed up after years of abuse? He rode for you all the time and Wack did the opposite. You a mark. Dragonite Gerb, member for 4 months. Thank you. DoBoy, you are insufferable. My dad would be ashamed if I acted like you. Ricky is delusion. He hasn't progressed as a potter in a year. Moose cool. I'll take it. Not Rob 22, member for 4 months. And the Wack Pack, he's spending money.
Spending it.
DoBoy's so disingenuous. Wack sat there and wished for Lush to OD. But when he stands up for himself, he's wrong. You're the same person who wasn't mad at the Spody comment until your kid got at you.
Ooh. I be having batteries put in my back sometimes. So what?
They ain't nothing to be ashamed of. TVL.studio $4.99. How is he selling the clothes and booking the stadiums?
Talking about Kanye. I mean, yeah, he sells clothes on his website and then he books the stadiums like probably basically himself.
Yeah, I guess so. Young OOOG $4.99. Ack is not a voice for hip hop, just like Adam 22 is not a voice. The voices in hip hop have fans who would pay money to see them live. Whoa.
Okay, so I got to get Ack's back that he has had like successful shows in New York or Jersey, New York, I forget, and Toronto. We've had successful shows at times. However, it would appear that there are no podcasts in LA in this scene who can carry a live show. Right. So, but also beyond that, I myself host the 2 most successful hip hop podcasts on the West Coast. So the Tuesday show and the Wack show are like the most viewed shows. Large percentage of what we talk about is hip hop. So like to say that I am not hip hop when I spend all my fucking time interviewing rappers and talking about rap is just as stupid as saying that Akademiks is not hip hop when he spends all his time basically talking about rap and things going on in the rap world. It's just like such an implausible opinion that you can't get to that opinion unless you can basically do like an elitist thing where you're basically like, he only talks about hip hop. Yeah, he makes content about hip hop like all day, every day, but he's not like good. He doesn't talk about the real hip hop.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't like have the right hip hop opinions. Like that's the only way you can have that opinion. And that is so pathetic.
You need to cover Griselda more, okay, Adam, to be a voice in hip hop. Young Loose 499. Adam, please do a phone interview with King Lil G on the deportation dilemma. I saw him doing videos with Mexican artists. It's a crazy story, I bet. Yeah, that is a crazy story.
He did get deported, huh?
Yeah, he was denying it at first, but I think it's pretty clear that I think he did get deported.
Maybe I should talk to him.
Yeah, shout out to King Lil G, man. Tap in. Young Triple OG 499. Adam saying fitted hats was a thing 20 years ago is probably why he looked goofy as hell in every awful lot of cough syrup outfit he wore online.
Well, okay, I will correct the record for this idiot who is talking about things that he doesn't understand, because I'm going to date it to the early 2000s when it really started to become a thing where fitted hats were just like everywhere. I'm talking about like during the same era where everybody was wearing like the big white tees and stuff. Like rocking your fitted hat at that time was the most important thing. And then by the time you get to like maybe 2008, you start seeing snapbacks.
Yeah.
Snapbacks might as well have been illegal in the early 2000s. Like it just straight up did not exist at all. So when I say, yeah, I used to wear fitted hats 20 years ago, I'm talking about the time period during which fitted hats were like the only thing. Everybody was wearing a fitted hat all the time. Now there's much, much more diversity when it comes to hats. You see people wearing all kinds of beanies and weird, dad hat, 4-panel hats, all kinds of different hats. So there's your history lesson. That is my response to you talking about things that you don't understand. Young Oog. You fucking
COVID did introduce like the bedazzled fitted hats. Like that was a moment for sure. Right. But even now it's kind of calmed down a little bit.
Yeah, that is the gayest shit. If you ask,
like you have Goku on the side of your hat.
It's just that shit is fucking lame.
I never participated. I still rock fitted hats.
I'm not denying that like there's room to like fuck with your hat, but like, bro, so much of that shit is so weak.
Some of it's a little cringe, I'm not gonna lie. Shadow Moses with the $5. How does Ricky say he MVP if he barely stays on a 24-hour stream where almost all the hosts have had some moments on there? He's gonna show up this one.
He's gonna show up this week.
Yeah, Shadow Moses with another 5. Swoley Face gonna put you in so much pain, though, girl. You not really gonna set this fight back up, huh? Give us a timeline. When Moose and Ricky fade?
I'll give you a timeline. I actually had a conversation with Spody not too long ago, and if we can't get a promoter, we're gonna do it ourselves and do it independent.
Okay.
So we're going to fight.
Just go to a boxing ring and just
get it out the way.
I know the problem with that is that you won't get any money out of it, but I feel like, at this point, you should just do it.
I need my respect because I feel like niggas think I'm soft in here.
There's no
we can't be having it.
But
if y'all stream it on a monetized YouTube channel, y'all get a bunch of super chats. Y'all can split the money and shit.
We'll figure it out. And there's some gyms reaching out too, so we're going to fight.
Bro, we need to do just the janky no jumper fucking boxing event and just do it at a gym and
we
live
can get
stream
a gym.
The thing is, though,
it's low effort, right?
Like, if you're gonna do that, you basically have to just say like, I'm not paying anybody.
That's fine.
That's fine.
You're just not gonna make enough money from fucking YouTube or Kick or whatever to like really be able to pay people.
But we're all crashes over here, Adam. We are willing to crash for the content.
But then the thing is, it's like it's kind of expensive to put it on with security, and you're gonna have all the people there and all this kind of shit. You are taking a risk of like somebody filing a fucking lawsuit,
DoBoy dying.
It's just like a lot of like reasons why I wouldn't, and that's why I'm perfectly happy to partner with anybody who already does fights, like the King Pill thing. We got what we wanted to get out of it, which is that we did like a 7-hour fucking live stream that day. They got to host a fight. We got to stream the fight. We got a lot more viewers than we normally would have had, and that was good by us. So like that one in Inglewood, like they do fights. Like they'll probably give you like a little bit of money, and that would be fucking great.
All right, we got to shop it around. We got to shop that shit around. We got to get some proof of concept, and we'll bring it back. 2,500 for the box. Member for 4 months. One of my favorite people. Shout out Moose. Fuck New Wave Pod. We need that Beaning Out Pod, which will be live about 7:30 tonight. I'm bringing the Mexicans back, baby.
Really?
I'm back with them. Yeah,
the Beaning Out. And who's the other one?
And Kenny.
Oh, so you ain't coming to my show tonight?
Nah, brother. The Bean and Out pod's taking precedent. I'm sorry, but good luck. I know you're gonna kill it.
I got a family.
I got jokes.
Do you?
Well, we'll find out tonight. 4 extras hand, $10. Wack named other people and called Cali our backyard. He identified the group and the area they control. How many bloods does Munchie drink with? There is no evidence in Munchie's statement. Oh boy.
I think Munchie was probably just exaggerating.
He said it was kind of metaphorically like I would do that because I would have respect for the gentleman. That's pretty much, you know, the slight towards Draco he was trying to make it into. That's what he's cleared it up as.
Okay.
Shadrack GG, member for 5 months. DoBoy joined No Jumper fight Adam to get a big payday. Join No Jumper fight Adam to get a big
I don't really want to fight anybody, but if I was going to fight with somebody, it would probably be somebody with more clout than you, no offense.
Whoa.
I'm working on it.
I'm just like, you know.
When we Googled it, you had more clout than Nick, though. That kind of fucked him up a little bit.
Wow. Well, you were on like a TV show for a while there.
Yeah.
Like, most of Nick's contribution to popular culture has been more on an underground level.
For sure.
The battle rap and whatnot and the MacArthur Park.
Mine's is more mainstream.
He don't know Russell Simmons. Is he more hip hop than you?
Yeah.
Is he more hip hop than you?
Nah, I know Russ.
Watts Loki 3237 with the $5. Doe, can you answer the question from earlier? Can you name one situation that you think Wack was wrong? Because you didn't really answer the actual question.
And until you do that, then everybody will perpetually consider you a Wack Glazer.
Well, like I said when they asked me the first time, I wouldn't have reacted the same way that he did with the Lush situation. So that's something I don't agree with.
I wouldn't have reacted the same way.
But you know, but he's different than me. He's different than me though. So,
Baby steps.
That's how he
Baby
chose.
steps.
Yeah, there we go.
Come Town, great name, great podcast. $10. Jack 100 laughed when I said I needed my fade. He called me a nut.
Oh.
Okay, Come Town.
Shout out Come Town. Either way, I watched like a documentary about that. I watched Stavros on the New York Times podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy is fucking hilarious. I really like this guy. I never really like watched his stuff before. Should I watch old episodes of Come Town?
Yeah, Come Town's a classic for sure.
It's so good that old episodes of it are good.
Because it's not like current events. It's just them shooting the shit. It's like very, I don't know, like what was the shit? Opie and Anthony-esque, you know what I'm saying? Kind of vibes, I would say. Shout out to Come Town for the other $10. QN Hannah's $4.99. DoBoy is cool, weird guy, but he just don't belong with No Jumper. He's like that one weird guy that gets sent to the store.
See, I disagree. I feel like I bring something different than anybody else brings. So,
How would you
know what I'm
describe
saying?
it?
I'm one of one. Like I bring some humor. I bring some tuna energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I bring fun times. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fat fly nigga. They got some jokes.
Fat
you know
and
what I'm
fly.
saying? Yeah.
Fat over faith, or faith over fat, or what was that shit?
Did you like
Oh
our...
my God, you got another one?
Of course.
Oh my
Burlington's
God.
finest.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I keep it consistent. You heard?
Did you appreciate I bought you that fit?
Yes.
Did you like our matching fits last week?
It wasn't even
They called us Jimmy Dean and Adrien Broker. I thought that was a good one. Mo and Foe, $52.90 with the $100.
Read this real good. Read this real good.
$100. This guy has no idea how much he just changed the financial prospects of this podcast.
The Monday show's going to last at least one more week.
Yay!
Yo, Adam, the boys at work get hell from me over your Lynn and black dudes. It's so funny. Shout me out for the AM meeting we have.
Oh, shit. Is this one dude who always DMs me? Oh, my God.
Over
That's
your Lynn.
hilarious.
What's he say?
Hundo.
He just hits me up all the time and fucking... Okay.
Shout out Mo and Foe, 5290, man. Shout him out. He dropped the 100.
Shout out to him. Damn.
That's crazy.
Feds allege that a
No,
Quando
I
Rondo
didn't.
affiliate tried to squash the beef with Durk, and Durk replied, "Take the piece of this switch."
Oh, that's not good for his for his trial. And then Dragonite Paisa, great name, $9.99. Way to lead by example, Adam, and show these guys you a one-man army. Blueface baby shower. Way to lead by example. Are we gonna get a desktop stream soon, or are you just kind of tap into
the streams be going up, doggy.
Major
Thanks,
topics?
bro.
We get the solo streams.
You know, like whenever I got time, I feel like, there's a part of me, there's an alternate version of No Jumper in which I just sort of like obey the trends. And I say, I've been sitting at this desk for all these years doing these interviews, but realistically, I'm watching all these streamers gobble up an outsized amount of attention with their content, in particular because of the free clipping that Kick provides. And a lot of times when you watch like a Neon stream or whatever, it's kind of like him just hanging out with a celebrity, like basically interviewing them for a couple hours, you know? Like that's really what most streams are, is it's just like a famous person and then the streamer. And maybe they do something, but for the most part, they're just talking. And I don't know, like lately I've been really kind of into the IRL stream thing and like wanting to do it a lot more. But it is kind of like a pain in the ass. You know, you do have to worry about stuff a little bit from a security angle, and it's obviously like cheaper to just sit here and do interviews. But
does it take anything away from those streamers that you know they like Kick has these like clipping campaigns that kind of makes them seem larger than life and makes them like the Clavs and the Neons and all these people, like the Clippers are making them seem bigger than they really are?
I mean, the thing that takes away from most of the streamers is the fact that they all bought views. So when I'm looking through the Kick directory, I'm just looking at it like,
everybody's
27K, really? You want me to believe this bullshit? But as far as the clipping, no, I think that's like basically Kick just being like, hey, come to our platform, give up the additional audience that you might be able to get on Twitch or YouTube or whatever and be exclusive with us, and then we'll invest. Like at one point they told me they were spending like $2 million a month on clippers.
I heard that Clav was spending on his own like 6 figures a month on clippers outside of that.
Neon pays his own.
Well, they're probably his cousins, so that's different.
Yeah,
oh my god, I personally don't really understand. Like I get why people pay for clippers, but as a person, where like, okay, the Julian Newman and his sister thing, that was hella viral. That was on Feared Book immediately. Yep. It was all over all kinds of different pages and shit. I don't even think No Jumper posted it, but like we could have made it go viral on our own. It's like, why am I going to pay all these fucking people to clip stuff? Because the good stuff, the stuff that's really worth going viral is going to go viral on its own, because we're a big enough channel that there just are people who are paying attention. And it's like, if we had like clippers really going hard, like then I'm going to have more of the like, ooh, like let's try to make this go viral, of like Adam said like one thing to Munchie that like, let's make that like the focus of this or whatever. Like just bullshit little fake things that are like not really that viral. Like how much does that really help me? Like it's more just like a public perception thing, dude.
I think sometimes it's just like they're just posting so many clips that some stuff will go viral that you didn't think would go viral, and then they'll go watch it and shit, and like the innocuous like moments that's like you would never post on No Jumper, all these clippers are pushing it, and like
but so much of like the definition of clippers has kind of turned into like just lying, just like, oh, we're gonna completely misrepresent what this is to get you to view it, and that's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's X's whole. X is pretty much all lies. It's like this clip was nothing what the fucking caption said at all.
The other day I saw on a Twitter account, it was like a multi-minute long clip of me talking about King Yella that I posted on my personal YouTube like a month ago or some shit, and the caption's like, Adam 22 talks about why he's leaving his wife and why divorce was an inevitable, like all this shit.
So fire.
And I'm just looking at it, it's got like a couple hundred likes, and I'm just like, if you watch 3 seconds of the clip, the first thing is me saying like, all right, we're going to talk about King Yella today. It's like, how the fuck are people falling for this? Like, it's, I don't know. But even that, like, that shit about Jake Paul breaking up with his girl, that's fake. And, like, I see so many people reacting to it, even though it's not real.
Yeah,
like,
because I'll be like 30 seconds into the clip and be like, they got me.
Yeah.
And then exit out. And they got the view, though. You know, they got the view.
But when it's smart, but then, okay, I see a clip from a clipper that's like, Blueface talks shit about DDG and says that DDG is being a bad friend to him or whatever. Kept scrolling. I didn't believe it. Blueface seems like he fucking loves DDG. Like they're super good friends. Like I don't believe at all that he would be talking shit about DDG. And then scroll down again, and I'm like, fuck. Like I'm seeing other people posting it, and I'm like, it's real. Okay.
Because he didn't show up to the baby shower, right? I think that's what he was chipping off.
Yeah. All right, so we got like a couple more here.
Yeah, Jethro Williams, $9.99. Yo, white boy, remind me of Stephen A. Smith. LMAO. Funny, fake, big words. I like bro though. Good hire, Adams. But yo, what's Rio's contract structure?
The contract structure is just him being on the pod, I guess, really.
Shout out
Yeah,
Rios.
shout out to Rios. He's been a great addition. I like Rios on the pod.
You gotta love Rios.
I was watching the Jeff T Club 520 podcast, and they shouted out No Jumper over that Julian Newman clip and stuff.
did.
So they tuned in. They was like, man, because they're beefing. One of their hosts,
Yeah.
Julian Newman's beefing. They're
They
like,
seemed like they thought we were cool.
they're like, yeah, Adam even thought they was weirdos. He's just getting a clip for him. Yeah,
hold
shout out
on.
to Adam. I'm
Hold
like,
on.
let's go, man.
Yo, I like Julian though, and I like his sister.
Yeah.
I'm actually.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I got her number afterwards.
What do you mean by that?
And I'm not gonna lie, I asked Lena for. I'm like, okay.
Yo!
I said, I'm like, listen, you and Drake, you have the hall pass.
Hall pass.
Who says I can't get one for a 22-year-old former NBA prospect?
Yeah, literally the first woman to play in the NBA. She just.
So I don't know. We might go on a date. We don't know.
Oh,
That's fire.
IRL.
That's going to be a good live stream
That's
right
my
there.
get back for
Facts.
Slide for Drizzy.
Nah.
Okay. Dragonite Paisa said, Moose, I need you to stand on business when it comes to Ricky slander. Never apologize or never commit the suicide.
I won't commit the.
I might have to put some. Let me read this next one because I might have to actually try to get us this money.
Okay.
Who what, scroll
This
up a little
one.
bit.
No, it's just this one.
Oh, okay. I thought I was talking
Oh,
about the
no, this one
before.
too. My bad. My
Okay,
bad.
so Jethro Williams, 6110, $9.99. Also, if DoBoy can do 25 push-ups, I'll send $100. Cuz looking weak for show.
You can't do 25 push-ups. To the ground?
I mean, at least try for $100.
Yeah, Monday show is all about races and competition, so let's do it.
Get right next to this dog.
Come on,
dog.
this is for $100. This might keep our show going for another month.
I think I can do 25 push-ups, so I don't think you can do 25 push-ups.
This has been
Can we get the dogs out here? Because they're going to be running all over him the whole time.
Making Ralphie sit on his back while he does them.
Shake your arms out. You're going to need... Oh, he's taking off a bunch of like
shit.
African pride bracelets and shit.
We already tested your African knowledge. You need to
You're
take
not going
those
to take
off.
your ones off?
No.
Damn, son.
Increase the hell out of him.
25.
25 push-ups.
How far down do we need to be going?
Chest touch the ground.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to be hard, bro.
25?
Yeah.
Push the earth? All right.
He's so stressed out now.
You got this, though. It's for $100. Just remember. Come on, go. Cooking. He's got 25 in him.
I think he's got
It's
to
for
get...
$100.
He got 8. He's letting his belly
10.
touch the ground. That's cheating. Oh, I know how bad this hurts.
Doing more than I thought.
Yeah, me too. Because he knows that he's got to.
Come on.
He's got to take a W with something. Look how his booty is so in the air now.
One.
How many?
What you got, Adams?
You want to see 25?
Not bad.
I tried for the squad, though.
Not bad at all.
Don't cancel us yet, Adams.
I hate that I'm in this poker tournament, but I got 25 for you.
Let's go.
I feel like my socks are going to be kind of slippery on this floor, so I'm going to take off too.
Oh, shit.
I tried.
Pull the poker hand during this. I also don't want to get my wrist wet.
He twerking, not push-ups. Come on, guys.
Come on, man.
He put in pain.
22 stir.
Oh, shit. He stripped
Came out yoked up.
down. Wood
Diesel.
pile. Wood pile. Soon as he got to county, that's how he would be.
I kind of want to like fold my last hand. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to like fold the hand.
Yeah, no breaks, bro. No breaks.
We gotta get a little more watch time here too. You know, stretch out the watch time.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Ain't no 2-second view.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. The guy folded. Now I can fold my hand. Go for
Okay,
it.
let's
If
do it.
anybody's playing against me on HCR right now, you're gonna get some card removal information right now.
Man, I shocked
It's a lot of heavy breathing. No, you went in. You did your thing.
My hand isn't open. Ace 3 suited, but I am gonna fold it. All right, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
1, 2, 3,
Shit, wood
4,
going in.
5, 6,
This good
7,
form, too.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Okay.
13, 14,
White
15,
power.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 5 more for the squad.
No.
Woo,
That was
all right,
fire.
Totally right. What you got? You got 25?
Nah, I'm cool. I just got over a sickness. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it.
Good shit, Adams. All right.
Shout out to Mo and Foe, 5290 again with the $50. Too much drama for DDG, my boy. Good looking Adam.
But I don't know like how much. Like,
Yeah, sorry.
thank you for editing your video while we're on the podcast. Yeah. My thing is like, I don't think that's too much drama for DDG. Like, what, DDG is scared of like an angry baby mama yelling or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's too much. DDG can handle that.
That shit made me feel alive.
New Jersey Judah, $4.99. Adam, get TVU before you start IRL. Your connection be ass on all your streams. Shout out Dragonite, J Hoods, PO, Monday show, Smash, Julian Sis.
Bro, send me, or somebody sell me like a cheap version of whatever the streaming setup we need is, because I would like to get the better setup, but
we ain't got 30K for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it just feels like I might have to do like more IRL streaming before I really committed myself to the 30K setup.
Yeah.
But then also it's kind of like, am I really going to stream that much to like justify
You'd
it?
have to do it every day if we're getting
That's a one-time investment, though. You could have it for years.
And someone could steal it. But also, yeah, I mean, you get insured probably. But either way, it's just kind of like, it's a big investment.
And then we got Jethro Williams with the last one, $9.99. Bro, those little booty pumps that don't count, but much respect for the effort.
Yeah, man, I did it for the squad.
You was talking about Adam, not DoBoy, of course.
Okay.
But yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. This has been the Monday show. 22ster, DoBoy, Mooseman.
We out
out.
here.
And they hating on
Peace.
my shorts. That's cool, because these are Fashion Nova shorts that I actually like. I've been wondering if these are cool or not. So thank you for letting me know.
They said your draws were too high, I think. They're pulled up too high.
Oh, really?
Above your belly button.
Oh, okay. Well, I look forward to seeing the push-up review in the Reddit. Shout out to everybody who watched this. Please